Oh, where's the? Don't have the tablet for the restream. Minor details. Minor details. All right. There we go. What's up, guys? Getting everything sorted out here. Sure we're working. Let's see here. Can anybody hear me out there in the world today? Copy my links. We are live at Colecco. We're about to sell some comics and some toys and maybe a few records later. We'll kind of see how it goes here in a minute. I don't have many records. I'm going to reiterate that again when more people get on. So, see here. Got a bunch of new comics. Bunch of stuff. Salty Dog's on. They're finding my tablet, my restream. We're getting set up still over here. Melanie's getting me logged on. What's up, Steve? 15-second lag. That's not bad. That's better than it was last week. What kind of things I got tonight? All right, so this is primarily comics tonight. Primarily comics. I will have some toys, and there is a crate or so of vinyl, because you guys ask about records every single week. So just to kind of space out between the comics every now and again, I do have some comics to get to. Not comics, some records to get to at some point. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Laura just threw a little crate together for me just so I had something. I'm still primarily doing comic books, so don't get excited. This is going to be a comic and record show every week. I just have a little bit just to kind of throw in for flavor just tonight. So got what we got? I got 2 boxes right here with some raws, never shown before. New collections that we got. And I've got what we got? I got some older stuff that I haven't shown in a while. Hey, it looks like YouTube's actually working right now. That's good. What's up, Richard? All right, I'll let you guys file in. Larry, I'll go over everything kind of again. Make sure you share us. You know the deal. Like it, share it, give us the hearts, all that fun stuff. Hey, Mike, it's Brian, not Paul. Paul is here somewhere running around, but yeah, it's Brian tonight. First time, Larry. What's up, man? Yeah, so we're Colecco, Lebanon, Tennessee, selling records 6 nights a week and comics 1 night a week so far. And tonight, like I said, we're going to be doing some comic books, we're going to be doing some toys, and later tonight, probably around 9, I've got a box. Once I've gone through all this stuff, I got a box of records. So if you're jumping on here just for records and you're the regular record viewers, it's not the regular Chad record show deal. I just happen to have a crate that Laura kind of had left over that I'm going to get to go through. Don't apologize, man. I'm glad you're here. That's to Mike. Yeah, so I'm going to let you guys file in here. Do I have a Deadpool? I don't know what Deadpool's in here, man. There could be. We've shown some of the stuff. These boxes have been on the floor, so a lot of the stuff has sold. We did have some Deadpool, but this is just 3 of like 17 boxes we have of slabs in the house. Good evening. Everybody's still jumping on. Deadpool 1, you talking about like the Circle Chase Deadpool 1, or what are you talking about? I haven't seen it either way recently, but we still have boxes and boxes of stuff that came in that we haven't really got to yet. So as these new collections come in and Chad buys collections, I think he bought something from a comic shop, and I don't know where it came from, but they shipped it to us in short boxes. Literally just duct taped the short boxes and put them in the mail. But it was like comic shop inventory, I think. So we went through all this stuff, tried to get out the best stuff I could. Can we do the Weird Al fairly soon? Not sure how long I'm going to be on. Just an ask, understand if not. So, yeah, if that's still in the crate that I'm working on, we can hit that Weird Al here in a minute, since you're not going to be on very long. If I've still got it, I got to go over here and go through it, see what we got. But we're going to start with some comic books. I'm going to wait till I see some of my people on, because I got some Star Trek. You guys were asking for Star Trek for a few weeks. We didn't really have anything. We got the mother load of Star Trek in right now on Star Trek comics. This whole box right here is different volumes of Star Trek. We're going to try to sell it as a bundle. So I'm going to wait till I get my Star Trek people on, and we'll work that out. I've got some indie and some image number ones over here. We're going to have a nice little X-Men collection to go through. I've got some old DC comics, and I got some war comics for you guys who've been asking about war comics. We got a nice little deal of war comics out here. What's up, Susie? All right, we're going to start right here with The Doors Rock and Roll Comics. It's going to be a $10 start. If nobody bids on it, it'll be a $10 buy it now. So that's The Doors, $10. And I've got an X Factor number one. That would also be a $10 start for auction if it's a nice clean copy. We got a little ding on the corner. It's nothing I would send to CGC, but it's a nice raw copy for sure. That'll be a $10 bid. If no one jumps on it, it'll be a buy it now. Yeah, hit the like button. Y'all know the deal. Hit the like button. Get a few people on, so share it everywhere you share it. If you're new, message the page and we can figure out the payment details. You'll get the rundown on how all that works, and we're going to go from there into, I guess, a slab box, kind of get started. And this is some of the stuff that's been on the floor, so we'll just kind of go through that and you guys see what we got. Got Devil Dinosaur number 4 from 1978. That's $49.99. 1978 Devil Dinosaur number 4. It's a CGC 9.6. I've got Daredevil 184. That's classic Frank Miller run. That's $64.99 on that. What's up, Jason? $64.99 on the Daredevil 184. That's a CGC 9.4 on that. Still in the bag. They sent it home in. I got Daredevil number 41, $31.99. That's a CBCS. That's 1968, June 1968. That is a 6.0. Kind of twist the camera a little. Which way are you trying to go? We're trying to go this way. Is that working out better? It's funny because this thing is set up differently for comics and records and all that jazz. So. All right, no one jumped on it so far. $10 buy it now on The Doors. $10, Rock and Roll Comics. It's got some spine ticks. Again, nothing I'd send to CGC, but nice raw copy. And the X Factor, $10 buy it now on X Factor 1. How's that camera, Robert? Did I get any better or did it get worse? Get a cheap Harley Quinn. Oh, there we go. Try to get the glare off of it. Harley Quinn number 13. It's a variant from 2015. That's a cheap slab, $24.99. John, I've got maybe one crate of records that I'll do later. It's nothing crazy. It's not your regular record sale with Chad. It's going to be comics and toys, and I will just get to some of that as I get to it. Everybody asks for records every week when I'm doing it, so I made sure that I had like one crate kind of set aside to get to. Yeah, 9 p.m. That sounds good. Marvel Comics Presents 1989. Look at that. That's 1991. That is $99.99 on that guy right there. The angle is weird on that. Again, it's set up for Chad's Records. I didn't move the card around today. So, is that better? Maybe. I don't know. $100 on that. A little better. Batman Brave and the Bold, number 97. $34.99. That is 1971. Any TMNT toys? I could probably scoop up the same Leonardo I had last week. We actually have 2 or 3 of those in the store. It's like 2015 or 20 whatever 2017 reissue, but it's on the vintage card. You got Bone number 5. That's $29.99. That's 1992. And I got Bone number 13.5. That's also 1995. That's a Wizard Mailaway exclusive for $29.99 on that. It's funny, I thought I had it drug right for my right angle, and then the glare, you start pulling stuff out of different boxes and the glare is different. Blackest Night number 4, it's a sketch variant. It's a 9.2. That's 2009. That's $29.99. So that's a beautiful sketch cover. Got some nice cheap stuff out here for holiday shopping. Black Panther number 3. It's $44.99. That's the return of Moreland in a death appearance. That's 2009. Black Panther number 13. That's $34.99 on that. Now, nobody jumped on these before I move them out of the way. Just going to make sure we got the Doors Rock and Roll Comics, and we got X Factor number 1. $10 buy it nows on either one of them. Let's see here. We got all these Image number 1s in here. It's Image and just weird indie stuff. Whole collection of that stuff came in. What you guys want to start with? We got a Kiss, Psycho Circus. It's a $9.99, buy it now. $9.99 if you want a Kiss Psycho Circus. So maybe the first sale of the night. Set that guy right there, let you guys think about the Kiss. And also, Robert Wants the Kiss, that's sold, $9.99. Just reiterate for, actually, Ricky, I think I have another one. I have another Kiss back there in the back. I believe I have 2 of these, so I can give that to you too. Let me text Melanie real quick to bring me another Kiss. And I will get that sold to you. She's probably watching in the back already on her way up here, but just on the off chance that she's not. I have the oldest war comic I have is 1952 coming out, Tony. I do have one from 1952 coming. So I got Laura's going to be on later tonight too. So you know, we kind of mentioned that in a stream previously this week that she was going to make her stream debut, coming up here and trying to sell some stuff. She's currently scrounging the store trying to find some Pokemons or something that she's going to bring up here, and I'll tag out and I'll let her do the thing. She says we have 3 more. Do you 3 more of those Kiss, or just 3 total of those Kiss? Waiting out that lag while she's figuring that out. Oh, she's already bringing them up here. Asking Melanie for a Kiss, yeah, pretty much. I almost brought them all up here, but I was just gonna, she told me to, but I was like, all right, we'll save them. All right, so there's another Kiss. So I've got 2 Kiss, first 2 sales of the night. Robert and Ricky both have Kiss for $9.99. And just so we know, I do have 2 more of those cats right there. 2 more. So I'll throw them up there. Maybe 2 more people want Kiss, and that'll be a decent start. You know, I got $40 in the door right out of the gate. So yeah, this collection that we got, you know, it's Robert, you want another one? You want 2 of them? Is that what I'm seeing there? Making sure it's the same book, bro. Salty Dog wants a Kiss. So if Robert wants 2 of the Kiss, then he'll have 2. I'm waiting to see how that's about to pan out here. No TMNT comics on slab. I don't even think I have any more. Yes, so I have 2 of these for Robert, 1 for Salty Dog, 1 for Ricky. So all the Kiss comics are sold just like that. I should have known that was going to go that quick. So the Kiss moves, but nobody wants the Doors? We sure? No Doors? Eh, it's okay. Yeah, I don't even think we have any TMNT comics left in the house. I think we sold them all. You know, it was only the Archie before anyway. If I come upon some more, I'll definitely pull it because I know it moved pretty quickly. You guys want to see War Comics, or what you want to do next? Where are we going? I can keep going through these slabs, get into this new stuff. Let me know what we're looking for here. And again, I'll reiterate again for the people that see records in the name. I've only got like 1 crate of records, and it's going to be like 9 o'clock. This is not the regular record sale with Chad. Chad does that. He's the record guy. I just have a little bit of stuff kind of on hand. because you guys ask for records every single week, so I can at least show you something and say, hey, here's this, and then go back to comics. So at no point is the comic show going to turn into the record show. So just let everybody know that right out of the gate. Chad is the dude. Want to see the war comics? All right, here we go. How'd I have this split up? I think I pulled it like this. So I got GI Combat, right? I'm going to bring these guys out as a lot of 5, okay? If I can't move them as a lot of 5, then we'll break it up. But we're going to see if someone's going to jump on it first. GI Combat 112. This is the haunted tank deal, I think, right? Yeah, the tank is haunted. It's some pretty crazy stuff. Yeah, the haunted tank is hijacked by a condemned deserter. I priced these to move. This is 12-cent GI Combat. They're all going to be $7.99. It's going to be a buy it now, or excuse me, an auction lot. We're going to start it that way for $40 for the whole thing. So I got 5 issues of GI Combat, $7.99 a piece. That's a $40 start, pretty much. That's where we're going with it. So there's no gold in Superman or Batman. I've got some silver, but no gold. All right. So 5 GI Combats, $40 will be the start. I do have the Green Lanterns are over here in the box. We can go to those after the war. Bob, thank you. It's my show, do whatever. Ricky's in on 40 on GI Combat. I know it is my show, but I also know I somewhat need to play to what you guys are looking for. You know, if you guys are on right now and you're looking for toys or you're looking for slabs, you know, I want to pace the show with what you guys are vibing with. So, because I know that, you know, you're not going to stay on forever if you're not seeing what you're looking for. So I do have some Green Lanterns, and I believe I bundled those as well. Robert is at 42 on the GI. And so, yeah, these are fairly nice condition. They're not, you know, we're not grading them. There's still for reading. Reader copies, low grade reader copies. That's why they're $7.99 a piece. But if you're collecting the run, especially the stuff with this haunted tank stuff, it's just crazy stuff. If you're working on the run, this is kind of where this is the price point you want to jump in at and get on this stuff. It's cheap, it's priced to move. You know, when I was stuff all day long, I would sell it in the comic shop all day long. You know, price it up 15, 20 bucks, but kind of working up to that here. So you guys jump on them deals where we can get them. Ricky's got it for 45 right now. I'm going to needle through some slabs while we're working on that. I got Batman number 27. That's from 2014. That's $29.99. I've got Blackest Night number 1. That's from 2009. That's $49.99. I got World War Hulk, Incredible Hulk. That's Hulk 106 with a legacy numbering or something, I think. That is 2007. That's $50.99. Robert's out on GI. Ricky's got it at 45. Anybody else was anybody else bidding on that? It was just between you two. I got Incredible Hulk 113. That is Incredible Hercules 113, $22.99. That's World War Hulk Aftermath. All right, I think I'm going to try to close this up and move on. We're going to do last call on GI Combat. I'm going to try to keep the flow better. So we're at 45 for Ricky Owen. So anybody else wants in on it, I'm about to sell all 5 of these issues of GI Combat for $45. It's going once. It's going twice. It's sold. Ricky Owen, $45. All right, while we're doing war books here, man, we want to see the Green Lantern. I think the Green Lantern is at the end of the war comics. So I might just march through the war here and get to the Green Lantern. I think it's next. So you guys asking for Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos. This is going to be the same exact situation. These are all pretty much, you know, VG condition, good to very good. Everything's intact. This guy's got some staples here. I don't know if it's misstapled. Eye for an eye. That is 12-cent Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, number 19. This will be at auction. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, number 20, right there. Again, I've got these guys at $7.99 a pop. This is going to be $40 start. Sergeant Fury's Howling Commandos, number 25. This is the origin of Nick Fury's eye patch, right? Okay, I got some writing on the cover. It is what it is. Sergeant Fury 27, right? And Sergeant Fury 118, right? So again, $40 get you in on it. It's going to be auction style. If no one jumps on the auction, I'll look at breaking it up or doing a buy it now on it. But for right now, I've got a $40 start on 5 Sergeant Fury Howling Commandos, including the origin of Nick Fury's eye patch. All right, let's see. Left off over here. Avengers versus X-Men, $39.99. We got there Amazing Spider-Man 556, $32.99. Kid Colt Outlaw, number 130, that's 1966, $34.99 on that. Kid Colt Outlaw 117, 1964, $54.99 on that. There's a whole run of Kid Colt here. Kid Colt 129, that's $34.99. That is also 1966. Kid Colt 152, that's from 1971. Another cheap slab, $24.99. I got one more Kid Colt. That's 207. It's $29.99. It's a CGC 9.6. I got Incredible Hercules. That's 132. I guess this is not the same one we had a minute ago. 113, 132. That's $50.99 for that guy. And I got the Indestructible Hulk number 1, 2013. It's a Quesada sketch cover. $35.99 on that. See where I left my water. I brought it over. I've already talked enough. I'm looking for my water. So, oh, there we go. Let me mute it 1 second. All right, skis, I'm back. So, any takers on the Sergeant Fury? Because it's about to become a buy it now. 5 issues, Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos. Got no bids. The Sergeant Fury numbers are 19, 20, 25, 27, and 118. That's the numbers, and that includes the origin of Nick Fury's eye patch. How do you get his eye taken out? You want to find out? You can know. So, Ricky's going 35 on it. Let's see if we got anybody jumping at 40. If not, you know, I might take you up on that 35. But we're going to see if anyone's going to hit it for the 40. I'm trying to get out of it first. If not, Ricky, I'll sell it to you for 35. So that's pretty much your last call. Anybody wants to jump on that, get it. Make sure I showed all these covers. All right. No takers. So Ricky Owen, the Sergeant Fury sold to you for $35. All right, what we got next? We got Army at War. This is 1962 to 1968. Okay, so it's 4 different issues just of Army at War that were in this collection. We have Army at War 123. It's a little bigger than the bag, so it doesn't have a board, but we'll pack it between them. So that's fantastic. Let me get the glare off of it. It's gonna be a $30 start on this one. It's only 4 books. Army at War, Sergeant Rock. You guys were specifically asking for Sergeant Rock. So that's Army at War featuring Sergeant Rock 174. Army at War presents Sergeant Rock. Sergeant Rock explodes into White Hot Fury. That is issue 175. Again, these are low grade, but low grade is better than no grade. This one's not so bad. And what we got? 188 on that one. Army at War, Sergeant Rock 188. That's the card of death. Says you're going to die. That's terrible. Robert's in at 30 on it. So we're at $30 on that with Robert. Anybody else wants to jump on it, jump on it. Otherwise, I'm going to kind of cut it and move. And we are working to the Green Lantern. I'll go ahead and kind of pull it. I got one more batch of war comics we're going to do after this, and it's really just 3 comics. And from there, we'll move on to other things. Ricky's at 32 on it. I'll go over again and show you. The ranges from 1962 to 1968. This is the 1962 issue. I know the last issue was 1968. So you see where we jump. We go from 123 to 174. So that's probably like 19, I don't know, 66 or 7 on this one. Sergeant Rock is finally booby trapped by 1 kill too many. So we're at $33 with Robert. $35 with Ricky. See here, Melanie showed up here. What are you doing? Keying in records. She's working on shipping and operations and all that fun stuff tonight. She's not getting to assist me over here. So Ricky's got it at 35. Robert's at 37. And everything, I flipped through them. Everything looks like it's complete. There's nothing crazy really going on. We got some writing on it, like I said, on the cover on this one here. But we're not missing pages. We don't have coupons cut. There's nothing crazy like that going on. Robert's in at 37 on it. So for war comics, you know, they're hard to come by. We've got a bunch, but I just kind of get a little bit out at a time, and we'll kind of go from there. The slabs up for auction are buy it now only. These slabs are buy it now. So if you see something here, I've already shown this stuff on previous sales on all these slabs, and these are actually in store for purchase. You can come in, you can walk in and buy these on the counter. So that's why, you know, we've sold more out. So the stuff that you're kind of seeing on these sales week to week, it's getting kind of, you know, people are buying it. The boxes are emptying. Robert's out, so it looks like Ricky, you're about to have it for 40, because you two were the only two going at it. So unless anyone else is jumping on it. See, I'm getting better at keeping this thing moving. I still kind of suck at it, but we're doing it. If I was Chad, I would have like 3 things going at once, but I'm lucky to keep up with what I'm doing. So he's the master of this. All right, it's the last call. Ricky Owens about to get the Army at War bundle for $40. That's going once. Going twice. Sold to Ricky Owen for $40. All right, so the next one isn't in a bundle. It's a solo. I've only got 3 war comics left. The Fighting Man, #2 from November 1952. Okay, I got $30 on it. It's got a bunch of writing. It's low grade. That's the price I found online for about a 1.5 or a 2.0, which is probably still, that's the lowest one price I could find. A 4.0 sold for 110. Okay, so a 4.0, this is not a 4.0. I'm just telling you the range of this book from 1952. It's all over the place. So war comics that old, you know, you just never know. Again, at Grand Adventures, we put this stuff up and we had people that would snatch it. We had guys drive from all over to raid our war comic bins when we had them. And then once we sold them all, they were gone because these collections just don't turn up so much. Thank you, Salty Dog. So I got $30 right here on The Fighting Man #2 from November 1952. And yeah, I mean, the writing that we got on there, so I can show it on here better. Looks like we got a bunch of bookstore stamps or something, which was really, unfortunately, common, you know, for the time. And we have some signatures. Somebody wrote their name and their address or whatever on the front of it. But try to get the glare off of it. There we go. It's actually a really nice copy from 1952. I flipped through it. It's, you know, complete. Everything's in there. Not missing centerfolds or anything. So that's a $30 start on that one. While you guys think about that, I had 2 more Rogues that I didn't really have anything to match them with. The other stuff I bundled up because I figured I could move it in the bundle pretty easily. I've got a Star Spangled War that's going to be $7.99. And I've got a LT Hunters Hellcats that's $7.99. The Star Spangled War is issue 181. Hellcats is issue 118. They're $7.99 each on those guys. So I'm doing $30 on The Fighting Man #2, $7.99 on Star Spangled War, $7.99 on Hellcats. And after that, we're done with the war comics for the night. We'll pull the Green Lantern. And Larry, if there's any slabs you want to see, if there's anything in the picture you want to get to, let me know and I'll pull it out. Ricky's got Hellcat and Star. These are both sold to Ricky Owen for $7.99 a pop. That leaves us the only unsold war comic of the night so far will be The Fighting Man, the oldest one, potentially the most expensive one, the hardest to come by for sure, lowest print run most definitely. Hellcat number 2. Hellcat, that's the other. The Fighting Man number 2, November 1952. And yeah, I'm gonna let that sit for a minute, let that marinate, and I'm gonna search for my Green Lantern. If anybody wants to throw a shot on it, shoot your shot, see what we can get figured out, because you know I do like to make the deals and sell stuff. I got some World's Finest, I got some Detectives, and I got this Green Lantern. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the Green Lantern. Make sure no one's jumping on that Fighting Man. No one's got an offer. You want to shoot anything? It's $30 buy it now. $30 buy it now for the Fighting Man number 2. Everybody passes on that. It's really just between Robert and Ricky. I think they're looking at it. So if neither one of you guys want it, I'll move on to the Green Lantern. I get it. You know, that stamp on the cover sucks. I wish it'd have been on like any other book other than that. And you know, just a little bit better shape, it'd been a $100 book. But such is life. All right, I'm gonna slide this on over here, and we will move on to the Green Lantern. Okay. So, before you guys bid on it, make sure you listen to what I'm going to say, because it's low grade, okay? So don't just say Green Lantern when you see what I'm doing with it. Hear out the explanations. I got Green Lantern 26, 39, and 41, okay? They're low grade, like fair to good. Cover is detached right here. We've got some kind of issue where the page is trimmed on the corner here. If I can get it in view. Act like I know what I'm doing and I've done this before. Okay. Now, if you were collecting the run of Green Lantern, you probably want these because you're going to get them cheap. If you want them like the nice copies, nice whatever, hang out, wait for these two right here. I'm only looking for 15 bucks out of these 3 right here, which is $5 a piece for 12-cent Green Lantern, right? Coverage attached on that one. These are both low grade. They've got the weird, I don't know if it's the manufacturing cut or someone trimmed the pages when we got it. Not really sure. So, and this would also be, I'm going to start it at an auction. If no one jumps, it's a $15 buy it now. So this is the second app of the Black Hand right here. Okay. And this is what we got. This is, I believe, the first, or no, it's the second app of Star Sapphire, Carol Ferris. This is her 3rd appearance, and it's also the first appearance of Della Farron. Not familiar. So again, be advised, low grade. We have page trimming going on. I can open one up and show you. You guys that have been on every week. It's the same collection I got the rest of the World's Finest from that was kind of jacked up. But that's why it's cheap. That's why it's 15 bucks. So Phillips in at 15 on it. If no one else jumps in on it, we're going to sell this run right here for 15 bucks. These guys, buy it now. Green Lantern number 47. That's $11.99 right there. Green Lantern number 69, $12.99 right there. There's nothing wrong with either one of these. These are nice low grade books, not tore up. Good reader copies. I'll be happy to have these in my collection. I'll be happy to have any of those either, because you guys know I collect Amazing Spider-Man. So for me, I'm just happy to get the book. You know, especially I'm trying to finish that run 1 to 100 right now, and I'm down to like the crazy stuff. So anytime it's anytime it's a book I can get, I go for it. Philip, you want 20 for those two? So you're only one showing interest so far. I'll do 35 for all of them, bro. You can have it. So how about that? Because you're in 15 on these anyway. And we'll keep it moving. So these are sold. Green Lantern, set of 5 to Philip Sweet for $15. How about that? How about that? All right. We're asking for the Deadpool number 1. Now, is that something I've shown, or is this something that you're asking for? Because I don't know what all is in these crates. Is this something we had a hype picture for? Because I can go digging. I think the only Deadpool I have that I know of is Deadpool Team Up 893, which I do have for $22.99. So if somebody wants to jump on that, I might as well flip through this other while we're working on it. I got Dead World #1, 1986. Wild cover there. That's $32.99 for that. Detective Comics 1027. That's like the 1000th anniversary or whatever of the appearance of Batman or something. You know, Detective 27 to 1027. That's $33.99 on that, and it's an Adam Hughes cover at a 9.8. So I don't know here. We don't have an Adam Hughes crowd here yet. We'll probably work on it. The comic shop at GA, I had Adam Hughes. Guys, I'd pull anything Adam Hughes did, they'd buy it. Dark Knight's Metal #2, $68.99. It's the third print. Third print. We'll get to some toys in a second too, because I haven't shown any toys yet. And I appreciate you guys bearing with, you know, because the records is on there. I know some of you guys are down for that. But again, the one little crate of records I got will be shown at like 9 o'clock or so. And then that'll be it. That's all I've got. Like I'm, you know, not digging into Chad's stuff or anything. He'll be going into doing whatever he's doing tomorrow. All right, Catwoman #23. That's $29.99. That's not bad for that. We got an Aquaman #2, $54.99. Aquaman loses his hand. This is the one where he becomes crippled. Very sad for Aquaman. $54.99 for that. Old Man Logan, Gwen Vereen. That's Old Man Logan #2, Gwen Stacy variant cover, $39.99 for that. Creatures on the Loose #12. That's 1971. Marvel Creatures, $68.99 for that. And again, anything that you see that I'm showing here, if you want to kind of make an offer like Philip did a minute ago, we can play Let's Make a Deal. We can move some stuff. Selling is the name of the game. Marvel Comics 1000. This is the Shattered Matthew DeMacy cover here. So he does all these Shattered variants for all these books. I've got almost all of them. He sent them to me, actually. I've got them signed. So they're pretty cool. Don't have any graded. It's $45.99 for that guy. It's a beautiful cover. Marvel Comics 1000. Ultimate 6. We had a bunch of these, and then they sold in store all but this one. There was like a whole run, and someone came in and bought them all up at this one. So this one's still here. Ultimate 6 #3. That's from 2003. That's $52.99 on that. That is a CGC 9.8. I've got Captain America Volume 4 #9. $26.99 on that. That's a CGC 9.8. Try to get the angle back on there right. I'll pause about the halfway point to go back into my crate over here and see what I can find. So, are my Star Trek people on yet? You guys, they've been asking for Star Trek every week or every other week. Who was our Star Trek person, Melanie? It was Paul, wasn't it? Yeah. That was Paul Brothers, I believe. It was asking for Star Trek. I don't know that I've seen him on yet tonight. Good evening, Timothy. All right, let's pull something else cool out. So Melanie got a bunch of these weird indie and image #1s and all this kind of crazy stuff. And some of the stuff, she said there's some Marvel in here too. Like this collection, we've got some of these we have multiple copies of. And some of these, there's one in there. It was crazy pricing this stuff. There was no sales data on some of this stuff. You here for the Trek too, Michael? Okay, well I've got like this whole short right here. It's Star Trek that we're going to try to sell as bundles. And if I can't bundle it, I'll sell it by individual issues. But each one of these, you can't really see through the comments or whatever. It's a different run of Star Trek. And I have more in the back too. We just got like half of it out to kind of get through it. All right, let's get some for sale on screen up here. So I was trying to tell you, this is our weird #1s and stuff. So these are all buy it nows because, well, maybe one or two won't be. This one's going to be Oz Special Freedom Fighters 1995. That's a $3.99. Okay. Snowman 1998. She has no info on the variant. Snowman #1. That's $9.99 for that one. Again, these will be buy it nows. Achilles Storm, that's $19.97, cover 1A, Brainstorm Comics, that's $6.99. There you go. You're just on lurking. Okay. I got to see my people on here, man. Beyond Communion, whatever this is, I don't even know. $19.97, $3.99. It's pretty wild looking. Look at that. Xena Warrior Princess and Joxer Warrior Prince. We got a Xena 1997, one of three, $3.99. I think we just have the number one. Seeker 3000. It's a Marvel number one. No clue what this is. They're just throwing stuff to the wall, trying to make things stick and see what happens. That's $19.98, $3.99. I got Fury Agent 13, $19.98. That's a $3.99. Jinx Buried Treasures. That's a Brian Michael Bendis book. That's Jinx number one. Jinx Buried Treasures number one. 1998, $3.99. I'll definitely do some Star Trek here in just a second after I get to the end of this weird little section of crazy number ones. Cyberfrog versus Creed. 1997, that's a one shot. That's $9.99 on that one. Surf Sumo. Okay. Star Tiger. No idea what that is. Melanie, never mind. It's stuck to the back of the other one. It is $3.99 for Surf Sumo. And the tag came off again already. So it's flying around. I got the Ghost and Hellboy, 1996. That's $7.99 for that. Demon Storm. That's a one shot. Todd McFarlane, 1997. $9.99 for that for the Spawn fans out there. People that follow McFarlane stuff. And that's Caliber Comics, issue number one. Paul wants the Xena, so let me roll that back a few issues. That's Xena and Joxer, sold for $3.99 to Paul Brothers. I think this is where I left off. Parkin's Land, Quest for Kings, 1997. That's $3.99. Hitman Annual. This is something Melanie could probably explain better what's going on with this. It's written by Garth Ennis, and the character is kind of almost like a proto Billy Butcher. Tommy Monahan, she says. That's $9.99 on that. So if you're into any Garth Ennis stuff, The Boys or whatever, she's saying this character was originally supposed to cross over into The Boys and it didn't happen. Or it hasn't happened yet. I guess there's always still time for it. It's $9.99 for that. Yeah, there's a lot of these. Wynonna Earp. Okay, I was trying to make sure I'm reading that right. $9.99. This is number 4, so it's not even number 1. This is some pretty obscure stuff. Like, I did comics for years and years, and a lot of the stuff I've never seen before. The Abominations, Back to the Future Imperfect. That's $3.99. Oh Lord. Here's Fart Wars. I know that's the skunk because I've sold some skunk comics before. She says it's 1997, no sold comps, none in stock on my comic shop. Currently listed on eBay paid. These are selling for $20.99. There's some listed for $40 and more. I've got it up here for $20. That's the last sold price we could find for this book. So if you need a Fart Wars comic, $20. Helter Skelter. That's number 1 from 1997, $3.99. That is Antarctic Press, if I can say it right. I'm almost done with these weird number 1s, and we'll be onto something else. I'll try to get them done quickly. If no one jumps on them, we might bundle them. So if you guys are watching, kind of maybe think about that. We might bundle these crazy number 1s, get all these weirdos. All it takes is one of these guys, Wyatt, or is that a horse? I don't know what that was on that Wyatt Earp. Maybe it was a horse. No, it looks like a mummy. We got a mummy and some chick about to shoot the mummy, probably. Now, the movie might have been something about a horse. I don't know. Harry Carey Rebirth #1, 1996. That is, I don't know what comics are doing that. Who knows? Who knows? Hey, look, I lied. There's another war book. Weird War Tales. This is #1 of a 4-issue series. It's DC Vertigo. That's $3.99 for Weird War Tales. That's some crazy stuff going on there. We got a Marvel Storm #1, 1 of 6 issues. It's something to do, I think, with the prelude to, there you go, it says right there, when Storm and Black Panther got married or something, some jazz like that. It's the beginning of that story. So if you're into that type of thing, $3.99 if you like those characters. These are hard to find. Robert wants the War Tales, so I'll pull that for you in a second. I'm right here now looking at X-Men, the manga, right? It's $3.99. That's a steal. I buy these. I have them. I paid $10 or more for my copies of those. So Robert has Weird War Tales for $3.99. Yeah, they're hard to track down. So, let's see here. Making sure I'm seeing it right there. Ares wants the Helter, and I'm like, what is that? Helter Skelter. Oh, that's way back. Say it again. Sure. See, Melanie's the one that priced these, so she knows what even though I just went over them. And Rebirth, Storm. There we go. Helter Skelter. I found it. And X-Men, both sold. Paul Brothers, $3.99 and $3.99. That's good. All right, we're almost done with this here. I got Cinder and Smoke, $3.99, and I got Childhood's End. That's $2.99. So this whole run of #1s, we sold about 2 of them. See how many that is here. And we can always save them for like another day. Save them for a rainy day. Let's see what we got. That's 20. 20 books. They're all #1s, except one of them was like a #4, right? Yeah. What are we thinking? Anybody think they want to throw an offer on all 20 of them? That's a cool $80 is what we're kind of asking. And some of them were more, actually. Some of these guys were $9.99 and $6.99. So it's really $80 to $100 retail on it. Somebody wants to shoot an offer on the whole stack, I'm listening. So it's a bunch of random stuff. All it takes is one of these getting turned into some type of movie or something, and that's it. Netflix picking it up or AMC picking it up, and next thing you know, we're running with it. So I'm gonna set the big bundle of #1s up here and then dig for something else. If somebody wants to shoot their shot on the bundle, go for it. I'm listening. And I would say, just to throw a number out there, I'll probably take like 60 for it, for the whole thing, just to move it. So you want to jump in on it, and we can add it all up and see, but that'll kind of take a lot of time. You saw it, we went over it. At $3.99 base, it's $80, but there's several in there. They're $9, and that skunk book I think was $20, the Fart Wars or whatever. So $6.99, $3.99. There's definitely some good value there, and these were all in pretty good shape. That's another thing about this bundle. They were all really good. So, and we have some of these. We have multiple copies of some of these books. So I may end up bundling them for like a later sale. I gotta do some toys in a minute too. I have some things over here in front of me I can grab. Try to find some different things that I haven't shown before. I've got something right here. We've got a 90s Toy Biz Wolverine right here. That's $34.99 for that. We got a little sticker residue on the card where probably like a Kmart sticker was on there. Yeah, Josie, I'll take 55. I sold a stack of random #1s. That's 20 right here. Josie came in right before you, Paul. At 55. So yeah, it sold to Josie Sinkbell for $55. But you didn't really miss out, because I'm telling you, if you decide you want it next week, man, I have some of those issues. We just have a lot of. We just try to get a bulk, big deal of them out of the way. All right, let me get back to the Wolverine. And there's a lot of value in that too, because some of that stuff, those books are hard to price and they're hard to find. You can't go to a comic shop and find like a section for some of that stuff. And when we searched them, there was no copies on eBay. Some of that stuff is pretty scarce. All right, so what year was this? I don't even know where it's at. Every time, it never fails. Anytime I try to look for like a date on something, it's always the last thing I find. It's 1992. There we go. YouTube lag for the win. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I said I'm gonna do some Star Trek next. So I'll do the Star Treks, you know, as an auction, so just to make sure everyone has time with the lags or whatever, since I know people have interest in that. So there's the Wolverine. I'm hanging back up, or maybe I'll sit him here since there's a lag. You guys can think about it. I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 different bundles of different Star Trek runs. Okay, so what do we have here? We're gonna start with the Marvel Star Trek. Okay, and we're looking to get $60 start out of this right here. Okay. So it includes Star Trek #1, the motion picture. So out on the star-studded first issue. So you got Star Trek #1, Star Trek #2. She says it's an 18-issue series, 12 books here. So I've got 1 through 4 and 7 through 14. So you're gonna need to find 5 and 6 and 15 to 18 if you're trying to finish this run. Okay. So it's a 12 books here. We've got Star Trek 1, Star Trek 2, issue 3, issue 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. We haven't rebagged or reboarded these. The bags were pretty decent shape. This stuff just came in. We just had to get some of it out. So that's it. 18-issue series. There's 12 books here. We're looking for $60 for the whole thing, including the #1. So that's right there. And again, that would be an auction. And if no one jumps on the auction, it'll turn into a buy it now. While you guys are thinking about that, and I'm waiting on the lag or whatever, let's see, what else do we have over here? This was randomly just in there. So 2020 second print, not a lot of info on the cover. It's just tons of variants for it. So it's a Green Goblin, Gwen Stacy cover, Gwen Stacy #1. She's got $9.99 on it. She couldn't find it on sale. I don't know, just second print, Gwen Stacy #1 with the Killer Goblin cover. Yeah, so we got $9.99 on it. We got some other crazy stuff too here. What you guys think about the Star Trek bundle? I should spread them all out so you can see them all better. So just set it in one big stack. Just so we know that there's a bunch of Star Trek books here. All right. Sure. All right. And if you guys aren't interested in the Marvel Star Trek, let me know, and we will go from there. Honestly, I'm not sure which runs are here. We had so much Star Trek, man. Like I said, we're about to run through a whole bunch of these, so I'm gonna try to keep it kind of quicker. So if you guys aren't down with this, I got 2 words for you. There's more. All right. So the next lot here, DC 56 issue series, 1984 to 1988. It's 21 books. We've got 6 to 11, 19, 21 to 29, 42, 44, plus 2 movie specials. She's got these at about $6 a piece, $125. So I guess I can, this is our, I got this on here to keep them separated in the thing. So I guess I'll figure that back out in a second. All right. So who's who in Star Trek? We got some kind of number one, I guess telling you who everybody is on there. Star Trek 6, 7, 8. Can we see them decently? 9, 10, 11. Star Trek, what we got? 19. Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. And again, if I can't move this as a bundle, I'm open to breaking it up. I'm just trying to get rid of it in one big thing first, and I'm down to make deals with it. So if you guys are looking for any of that, Star Trek 4 movie special, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 42, and 44. Okay, so we got $6 a piece on them. If no one jumps on it, I'm open to breaking it up, selling it any which way we got to. Otherwise, they'll just hit the floor out here in the store, and we will just sell it to whoever comes in and buys it. Set that there for a second. All right. Paul says he's passing on this one. Let's see. The next run I've got is more DC. Okay, so Michael wants to know if I'm going to break up the first one. You need issues 1 and 2. Let's see. Oh, Laura's showing up. She's got some records, but she's getting ready for 9 o'clock for when we kind of switch over to that for 5 seconds. Okay, so Michael wants to know if I want to sell it. So Melanie, she priced these out. I guess she says $5 each. So yeah, I've got some Detective and some World Finest will be coming up in a second. You said issues 2 and 3. Yeah, that's what you need. All right. So yeah, man, I'll give you the pair 2 and 3 for $10 since no one else jumped on it. So Michael, if you need issues 2 and 3, Star Trek the Motion Picture, Vengeance, and whatever we got going on here, these are the ones you need. Confirm. I'll sell them to you for $10. And I'll get to some Batman here in just a second. And again, feel free to make offers on this stuff. Sold to Michael. Star Trek 2 and 3, $10 total. Feel free to make some offers and shoot your shot. You know, worst I'm going to be like is, no, I can't do it. You know, we'll figure it out. So, because I don't want to have to. But then again, you guys just come in and buy them off the floor once we get it out. Oh, this is a giant lot of Star Trek here. So what's the difference with this? Let's see. 80 issue series. We have 42 books here. She has these at $3 a piece. Gonna get the Search for Spock in the second batch. Let me see if I can find it, man. All right, she has those at how much a piece? $6 a piece. Star Trek 3 Search for Spock sold for $6 to Michael. Okay, I'll mix it up. We'll go back to Star Trek here in a minute. Because yeah, it's a lot. It was literally 2 shorts of Star Trek. So, but again, comment on what you want, what you're looking for, because we probably have it. We just happen to grab, you know, the first 2 things I've shown. It might even be in here. I might flip through here and be like, oh, it's right here. I know we have IDW Star Trek for sure. This looks like it's mainly DC.
All of that is the Marvel and DC. I haven't priced the IDW.
Yeah, she hasn't priced IDW yet. So I do have some more Marvel, but it's the newer Marvel. Star Trek Voyager is in here. And what, Star Trek Unlimited. Early Voyages.
There is Next Gen. Paul Brothers is looking.
I got $35.99 on this bundle of the newer. I say newer, it's like 90s, 1996 Star Trek Voyager. We got a 1996 to 98 various miniseries and one shots. It's 12 books total. So I guess I'll shoot through them and then I'll go to Batman. We've got Star Trek Voyager #1, Voyager Splashdown #2. I've got Splashdown #3, Star Trek Unlimited #5, Star Trek Starfleet Academy #11, Star Trek Starfleet Academy #18, Star Trek Early Voyages #11, Early Voyages #12, Early Voyages 13, Early Voyages 14, Early Voyages 15, and Early Voyages 16. So that's $35 for this batch of Marvel Star Trek of the 90s stuff. Again, shoot your shot.
So you go through that one, the Next Gen.
And I do have some Next Generation, but you'll be interested in the Voyager. So you want it, it's $35.99. Buy it now if you want it, Paul, and you can have it. Let me know. The whole bundle. Playing the lag game. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Just waiting to see if Paul's in on that. Sold. Done deal, man. Star Trek Voyager collection. This is 12 books, $35.99, sold to Paul Brothers. All right. So you want to go to Batman, or do you want to see this Next Generation while we're doing Star Trek? Because I do have a big pile of Star Trek Next Generation. So, Bobby Darin, don't know what that is. There's more DC there. I said I was going to go to Batman, so we'll bounce back to this Next Generation in just a second. And let me dig out the Batman here real quick. All right, so I've got some World's Finest. I guess I'll get to that first. And I've got I have a good detective auction book that we're going to put up. Everything's sliding around. I've sold enough stuff out of this box. Let's get this World's Finest out of the way first, and then we will play with the fun book. All right, so these are low grade once again. I have some World's Finest that's not low grade. This is not that. This is the low grade World's Finest. World's Finest 144. I've got $5.99 on it. World's Finest 162. I got $7.99. I'm gonna try to sell these as a lot. World's Finest, where are we at on that? 167. These are the same deal as before. There's no covers detached, but they're kind of beat up on the interior. Pages a little yellowed. We have the weird trimming going on. Don't know if it's manufactured or what. This whole collection's been that way. So I just have kind of just been wondering if it's, it doesn't look like some kid did it with scissors. I don't know if it's just how they were manufactured in 1962 or something. And I just don't know, or whatever year these are from, 66 or whatever. I'm trying to get 20 out of this set of World's Finest. So the low grade World's Finest set, if you're collecting this, I'm trying to get $20 out of this set right here. And then we'll go to the fun book. Not that those aren't fun, but what I'm about to pull up is a lot more fun. So I got a Detective Comics we're going to do next. Giving this lag a second to see if anyone wants to jump on the low grade World's Finest lot. If not, shoot an offer. If nobody wants it for 20, you want to go $5 a book on it and take it for 15, I'll do that too. And again, for someone, if you're collecting the whole runs or something, low grade is how you get in there and how you get it done. Some of my Amazing Spider-Mans aren't my best books, but I've got them and they're complete, and I knocked them off and I read them. So if you're, completing collections, it's a good way to get them is low grade. All right, so the detective I've got, this will be an auction. Detective Comics 363, 1967. It is the second appearance of Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. So it's going to be a $50 start on the second appearance of Batgirl. You guys know who Batgirl is. You know who Barbara Gordon is. $50, second at Batgirl. So I'm going to sit this up here. Looks like I just sold the world's finest. Make sure I'm getting in the right order on this. Josie's taking it for 15. So world's finest lot sold for $15 to Josie Sinkbell. If I can say it right. Sinkbell, Beal, who knows? You know. I don't know where I would have got it. I've shipped your name a lot, but you know, once you go to pronounce it and try to say it, it's like, oh, okay. Not sure how that goes. All right, so yeah. The Batgirl, second appearance of Batgirl, Barbara Gordon, $50 start on that. David's in, second app Batgirl for 50. David Silver's in on that. Again, we got this like very good. It does not suffer any of the weird. I was thankful when we pulled it. This issue's fine. It's intact. I looked at it. Nothing crazy is going on. Doesn't have any of the weird page trimming or anything. It's in pretty good shape. Spine's seen better days. It's clearly been read. But for a second appearance of a character like Batgirl, I would take it. So Sink Bell. There you go. Thank you. I'll remember that. It was the I couldn't tell if it was Bell or Beal the way it was kind of spelled, but Sink Bell. Sure, that checks out. I got to get to these bundles before I explain this book. The Ace Frehley album, man, I don't even know what you're talking about. Chad sells so many Ace Frehley albums through here. I have no idea. If it's something they showed for tonight, then it may be up. If not, I don't know. So I can't. I just have a little crate back here of some records. We're gonna go just shoot through real quick at 9 o'clock. Again, this is mainly comics and toys tonight, and it's really mainly comics. I've just got a few toys to show. Yeah, we'll look at the records, see what I have at here about 9 o'clock. We'll jump over and do that. So I'm in at one bid so far on the second appearance of Batgirl. And that's David Silver is in it. Only person in. So anybody else is jumping in, now's the time to do it because we'll cut it off and move on. So Heroes Reborn, The Return. Oh, the 90s. They did fun things with everybody. This is going to be a 4-issue bundle. Heroes Reborn, The Return, part 1 of 4. I have Fantastic Four, Iron Man, and Rampaging Hulk. All number 1s from the Heroes Return deal. I've got $13 on the bundle. So if you want the whole bundle, you get all 4 books. Rampaging Hulk, Iron Man, Fantastic Four, Heroes Reborn. That is a buy it now. It is not an auction. It is a buy it now. And there's 2 different covers for this Heroes Reborn Return. This is, let's see, that's one cover. And actually I have 3 of these bundles available, but this is the only one I have with this cover. The other 2 have this cover. Jim Davis is at 52 on the Detective. Put these Japanese comics or manga. Let's see here. We had that X-Men manga. That's already gone. All right. Paul's in on the Heroes. So let me ask you, bro, since you're the first one to claim it, which cover do you want? Do you want, we'll call that cover A. We'll call this cover B. Waiting on Aries to let me know what he's wanting. The cover A or the cover B. David's out on Detective. So Jim Davis has it at 52 so far. And again, I have 3 of these bundles available. We'll kind of see where that goes here. There you go. He wants the cover B. So I believe this is the one I said was the, I don't remember which one I said. I think I said cover A, cover B. So this is the one you're getting. Unless my goldfish memory got it wrong, then you let me know. That's literally how my brain goes. I'm like, I'll show you something. A cover A, a cover B. I'm like, oh yeah, which one did I say was A? I tell you guys, I got goldfish memory. It's not a thing I just say. I go through this crate and I'll totally forget what was in there. By the time I get to the end of it, I'm like, what was that? It's like I go through it all over again. So that's what I'm throwing. $13 bundle sold. Unless he says, it's the other one, dummy. You know, cover B. Yeah, well, I'll be like, all right, that's sold to Paul Brothers. Yeah, the goldfish brain is not just a gimmick. It's my life. I live it. I'm like, you go out in the parking lot, I never remember where I park. I have to park in the same place every single time. You know, I've had concussions and neck surgery, a broken neck, a bunch of fun things happened in my life that got me to the point where I don't remember things. But that's where we're at. But what's weird is I remember comic stuff. I remember details of some things. I'll never know where I'm parked at, but you know, I can tell you, I can tell you the whole card of like WrestleMania 5 probably if I want to, you know. There's some things my brain just stores differently. So I still have 2 more of these guys here. If anyone wants to jump on that. I'm about to sell this. We're only at $52. Jim Davis has it. This is the second appearance of Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. It's about to sell for $52. We got it rated about VG. So it's a beautiful copy. I'll be very happy to have that in my collection. And it's one of the books that, like, if it didn't sell, I would be like, I'll buy that. So, all right, it's going once. Doing last call on it. About to sell it. Jim Davis is about to have a second appearance of Barbara Gordon, second appearance of Batgirl. Going twice. Drum roll. Sold to Jim Davis, $52. All right, so on this Heroes Reborn, let me pull this out and show you this shenanigans, if I can get it out. You guys ever seen a double cover? The true false face Batman. There you go. All right, so we got some kind of double cover scenario happening here with this Heroes Return Iron Man. And on top of that, it's miscut. So this is some kind of error book. I was going to put it up for a $10 start and see what happens. Because you never know with these, man. Like the error books, there's a whole crowd for this. There's a whole crowd of this, you know, people that are onto these error books. So yeah, it's a double cover first off. And it's miscut second off. So, and this is a deal that if we don't sell it here, you know, let's put it on eBay or something and move it. So that's a $10, you know, start. See if we have any action. If nobody wants to jump on it, we'll do a $10 buy it now if no one wants to jump on it. Hate to ask you to dig, but when you get a second, can I see Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home? Didn't even register with me that it was in that stack. Yeah, I'll try to pull it out here in just a minute. And honestly, I don't really know what stack it was in, the first stack or the second stack. Star Trek, The Voyage Home. Let's sit here while you guys are thinking about the Iron Man with the crazy cut cover. Let me see if I can find a Star Trek 4. Special issue written by Walter Coing. Okay, that's a different one. Star Trek 4. DC movie special. Star Trek 4 is in here. This is the ones that are $6 a piece. So if you want Star Trek 4, Michael, The Voyage Home, you've got it for $6. Confirm it's going to your pile. Yeah. All right, that's sold. Michael Golston, $6. All right. Like I figured the Star Trek, we're either going to move it, someone's going to jump on the whole thing, or we're going to piece it out. But either way, I'm trying to, trying to make something happen with it because we have so much of it. But I didn't honestly realize there was this many series for Star Trek. Like I knew they did a bunch of them, but when we got them in, like this collection we got, it was Star Trek Central. We just kept going through it, and this is only half of it right here. This is just the first half. There's a whole nother short of Star Trek. All right, so the Heroes Return. That's a $10 buy it now for the crazy double cover. You know, this is one of those deals you might send it off to CGC and you get the crazy error label on it, and then you sell it for like whatever you get out of it on eBay. Who knows what happens with it? You know, I've seen all kinds of shenanigans with double covers and stuff. So it's $10 bite now. Someone wants to roll the dice on it. Otherwise, I'm going to put it back and move on. Maybe I'll buy it and send it off. Who knows? All right. It's not a very big stack of stuff that we haven't sold yet. This is it so far. Outside the giant Star Trek bundles. I got a Conan #1. Conan the Usurper. So that's probably what, mid-90s, like I'm guessing 96 or 97. I could be wrong though, it could be later. It's $4.99. This a bite now for a random Conan. I guess I'll leave the Conan here for a minute while you guys look at it. All right, Justice League. This is the 1987 #1 Justice League America. It's pretty nice shape. Got $25 on this guy. Looks pretty good. So if you're a Justice League fan, there's really not much wrong with it. I'm trying to look and see what the deal was, if there was something. It's got maybe some spine ticks. Can we see them? A little bit of roll where it was sold, maybe. Either way, nothing that couldn't be pressed out. Maybe right there, a little ding. Get the light, get the glare on it just right. Anyway, Justice League #1, 1987. That's $25 right there. We sold one of these, one of the previous sales, and it came right back. X-Force, this one's lesser grade than the one we sold last week. This one's got some scuffing on it. All this yellow and white from the 90s, you know, and it came to us unbagged, of course. First appearance of the real Domino, Nina Thurman, X-Force #11. Get a Deadpool appearance on there. Only got $5 on it, because again, it's not as nice as the one we sold last time. So you look at it online, it sells from 10 to 15, whatever, you know. But again, the scuffing in the, it's not bad, but if you want to pick up a minor key for $5, there you go. I'm gonna roll these out. The Conan, $4.99. Justice League #1 from 1987, $25. And the Domino, there we go. The X-Force first Domino, $50 on that one. All right, Alien versus Predator. You guys asked about this 2 weeks in a row, way back when, and lo and behold, it turned up. So it's Dark Horse Comics. We didn't get the whole set, only the #1. This guy that had this collection was just the #1 person. So we got a whole bunch of #1s in there, and he didn't really follow up, so I doubt he was reading them. Got $10 on that. Aliens plural versus Predator, $10. Dark Horse Comics. Set that guy right here while we kind of move on. And I've got another fun one. This was a really, let's say, really nice copy. I know, just dealing from comic people, it's always like, oh, it's got spine ticks. That's why I always try to point them out, because you don't want anybody to come back later and say whatever. I never say anything is too nice. I'm like, oh, it's a 9.8. I'm going to tell you it's low grade, so we have our expectations there just in case anything happens. $10. This is a very clean copy. Contest of Champions, Marvel Superhero Contest of Champions #1. So buckle up. We've got the first appearance of Blitzkrieg, Defensor. What is that? Shamrock, Peregrine, whatever that is, Talisman, Titanus, and the first full appearance of Collective Man. So Bob Rugger's got that for $10. That's sold. And that's a nice copy of a nice book, man. Contest of Champions was fun. And yeah, they've got it. Looks like they've got the board in between the book and in the centerfold. They have it bagged that way. So they're real proud of this one. But it's sold for $10. To Bob Rugger. All right, I got a Flash #1. This is also from the 1987 reset. $20 on that. Fairly clean copy. We got some business right here on the corner. And other than that, this is a pretty nice copy. So all these yellow covers, they tend to scuff up and look like crap if the book isn't bagged and boarded and kind of kept well. And this one came looking pretty nice. So you want a Flash #1 from 1987. That's $20 on that. All right, Paul wants the X-Force. So $5 sold to Paul Brothers. X-Force 11 for $5. Let me take a second real quick to do the lag check. Say check your lag, put a little comment in, give me the ... down there, see how long it takes you to see it on the restream. Maybe refresh your page if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, whatever you got to do. Just kind of take a second to do that. Make sure we're all live and in living color together right here. Yep. See how long it takes you to show up. You know how long your lag is. I don't want anybody to miss out. Silver or golden age. We've been doing some silver. We've been moving some silver. I have some more silver. In fact, this is not what you're looking for. But almost next I had Silver Sable. Look at that. It's a shiny 90s book. Silver Sable and the Wild Pack. That's $4.99. It's got that weird embossing on there where she kind of pops off the page. So it's not the silver you're looking for, but maybe it is. Maybe it is the silver you're looking for. Again, with the crazy number ones on there. And we just got this collection in. I haven't rebagged it or boarded or done anything to it yet. Look at that. It comes with a card too. You got a card on there. Silver Surfer and the Wild Pack, official member. So the card that was probably in there is in the back of the bag and board. So anybody wants a Silver Sable, that's $4.99 for that one. These other Heroes Reborns back up in here. All right. I got an Iceman #1 too. Is this what, 1984, I think, if I remember correctly? 1984 Iceman #1, and it's pretty clean. That's a nice copy. Put $8 on it. Somebody wants it. I think it's a 4-issue limited series. And what's funny is I have the 2, 3, and 4, but I don't have the #1. So again, I won't cry if you guys don't buy this. But at the same time, buy it. Get it. Get your Iceman collection started. It's taken me 30 years since, you know, I guess 30, Jesus, that's 1984. It's longer than that. 40 years. It's a 40-year-old book. And I've only got the 2, 3, and 4. Never had the #1. That's a beautiful copy. Bob wants the Iceman. Sold for $8. All right, let's see what else we got over here. I showed the X Factor. I showed the Gwen Stacy. Everything's sliding around in my short box. Nobody wanted the Conan. What's in the Trek bundle? Okay, the Star Trek bundle up here is the other one we didn't get to yet. So it's Star Trek The Next Generation Close Encounters. So this is she says the 80-issue series, 89 to 96. It's 8 books, 12, 13, 16, 32, 36, 37, 74, plus annual #3. She's got this at $24 for the bundle. So that probably stops right there. And that's another bundle after that. So this bundle here is an 8-book bundle for $23.99. And Next Generation Close Encounters. What we got there? Hand of the Assassin. Okay, that's pretty wild. I took a second to kind of peep it. Yeah, just 8 issues from this run of Star Trek The Next Generation. Trial by Fire, issue 32, issue 12, issue 13, 16. We got 36, 37, 74, and this is the annual #3. So all that together was, what's that? $23.99 for this bundle here of 8 books, or $3 each is what it breaks down to. So that's what's in that bundle. And then right here, there was another bundle right behind it, Star Trek The Next Generation, 1991 4-issue series, and this is the whole thing. So this is the whole deal right here, and she's only got $12 on it. So I'll put this up at auction. Star Trek The Next Generation, we got a $12 start, just in case there's more. I don't want the lag to get you guys. All right, so this one's sold right here. So the first one is sold to Paul Brothers for $23.99 on the first bundle. And the second one that I'm still talking on here is the 1991 4-issue lot. Just in case there's a lag, I was going to give you guys a shot. So, and if no one else wants it, it'll just go to Paul if you're looking at it again. That is 1, 2, 3, and 4. All 4 issues of that. Looking for a $12 start on that. set this guy right here. All right. We got a lot of X-Men too. I don't know if I mentioned that, if you guys saw the little hype pictures or something. We have some fantastic X-Men comics coming up in a second. That's some uncanny stuff. It's really good. I priced it with good prices to get it moving. Okay. Laura and Melanie found some statues, so they're probably going to come up here in a second and sell some statues maybe. You guys can hear from Laura. She's going to jump on here. All right. Paul's in on it. So this 4-issue 1991 series is also sold to Paul Brothers for $12 sold. If there's any more of that Star Trek you guys want to see, which you might, especially you guys buying the movie stuff, because I got Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country right here. It's in this other bundle. It's in a $125 bundle of 80, not 80 comics. How many is here? 42 books. That was the next biggest bundle.
Yeah.
It's literally freaking 42 issues. It's over half the run. I can't even get it out without it. Yeah, so this run here, 42 books for 125. Again, I'll listen to offers too before I look at breaking it up because she has it priced that way. And yeah, I can go through them all. I guess no one's jumping on the Aliens or the Flash. We'll put them back over here. After that, there's really just 2 more Star Trek bundles, and I'll be done showing Star Trek. So I guess I will go ahead and knock this out. So we're approaching 9 anyway, and I've got to work my way through whatever records I will or won't sell, just to keep the people happy that might tune back in for that. Watch this be the one night I said I was going to do records, and you guys just want to do comics or something. So that'd be funny. All right, yeah. So Star Trek 6 Undiscovered Country movie special, annual number 2 from 1991, annual number 3 from 1991. It looks like it picks up. We have 13, 15 through 28, 30 to 32, 38, 39, 42, 44 to 55, and 69 to 74. So that's the 42 issues. We got the 2 annuals and the 1 movie special. So again, I can get them all. Pass on the DC bundle. Okay, you're the one I was waiting on to say something on it. So I'll show you the next 2 real quick, and we'll be done with Star Trek for the night. I'll get them out at the same time. The Modala Imperative is another 4-issue thing that we have complete. That's $12 for this one. Is this the same one we just had?
There was that's Star Trek. This is Shatner's Star Trek, and then the other one was Next Generation.
Okay, yeah, sure. So it's different.
So Kirk and Picard.
Sure,
Yes.
Kirk and Picard. This is the other one. So another 4-issue run. Basically, Paul, the same thing you just got, but the other side of the coin. But if you said you don't dig the old Star Trek, $12 for the bundle there. And then the other one we had was the Next Generation Shadowheart. That's also a 4-issue deal, and we got $12 on that too. So we got the Modala number 2, and we've got Shadowheart. $12 on each one of those, either one of those. Okay, Josie's gonna take 12, so I'm guessing that's on the first one. So, Star Trek Modala Imperative, 1991, 4 issues, sold to Josie Sinkbell for $12. And I've still got Shadowheart. You'll do that 12 bundle? Yep, and both. Okay, so one just sold to Josie. The lag sucks, but you got Shadowheart. So, Paul, you got that one, $12. We got plenty more Star Trek, so don't worry about it, bro. And like literally there's been duplicates of a lot of this stuff. So that's pretty good. So really we sold all those bundles except 2, except the first one, the DC stuff, I guess, the old stuff, and then whatever that giant run of 42 books is. And if anybody wants to make any type of offers on those, I'm listening. Because I know, the first one was $60, but we've already taken some books out of it, so $5 each. That's $50 on this. If somebody wants to jump on it, including the number 1, I'll do it for 40. You want to do 40 on this, just so I can get rid of it? Anybody out there thinking about it? Shoot your offer if you are. And then the big bundle for 126, you know, we can obviously figure something out with that too if somebody wants it. All right, so while we're going, let's keep on moving through. We got X-Men Prime, more fantastic shiny 90s goodness. $7.99. It's a very clean copy, very nice looking book. Very, very shiny. Love it. Josie's saying how many, so we're back on the Star Trek. I'm gonna put this over here for a second and move on to the Star Trek. I keep trying to set it here, but I see my angle's different than it was last time, so I have to keep putting it in the middle. Just fine, leave it where it is for now, Melanie. So this one is a 10 book lot at this point because we sold 2 of them out of it already. So, and I was trying to get, like I said, $40 out of it. And that includes the number 1, motion picture Star Trek number 1. It's got 1, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So, Josie.
I have an extra number 2 that I can throw.
And she says she has an extra number 2 she can throw in. I told you we had some duplicates of some of these. So Josie, I'm talking to you. If you want this bundle for 40, I'll give you first shot since you're asking about it. If nobody else, if you don't want it, I'll open the floor to anybody else that does want it. While we're waiting on that, Melanie, you would dig out that number 2. We got the X-Men Prime at $7.99. I got Moon Knight number 1 of 4, so the number 1 of a Moon Knight miniseries. That's pretty fun stuff. I got $12 on that. It's a fantastic looking cover. It's been bagged and boarded for a while, so nothing scuffed it. We got ding. We got a ding right there. It's not even showing up because it's white, but I can feel it. So $12 on the Moon Knight number 1. Okay, you're gonna take. So Josie, she's finding you the number 2 right now, and this is sold for $40. The Star Trek bundle lot, I'll have her write it on there so we remember exactly what it is to Josie Sink Bill. When she comes back up, I'll put that in. And then this one, all we have left is the giant one. So there's the 42. If I can even get it over here, probably easier just to pick it up. The 42 issues of Star Trek that we were trying to get, 125, that's $6 a piece. And this is not a cheap run when you look it up, and they're all nice condition. None of this stuff is beat up. Whoever had this took care of it. So I'm taking offers on that too. 10 on the Moon, I sold, man. So Robert, you got Moon Knight for $10. Brought the number 2. Okay, look, Melanie made good with the number 2. So that's going in your pile there, Josie. And that was sold for $40. And that's the first full crate of comics sold. It's not terrible. All right, so you guys can think about what you want to do with this so I don't have to put it back in the back stock. 42 issues, make an offer of Star Trek. I'm gonna slide this to the side over here. Oh, that's not bad, right? That's how many books we sold so far tonight, right? So we're doing okay. Not terrible. I thought I cleaned this table off. Oh, it's all right. And I got another empty crate over here somewhere for new stuff. Oh, that's not empty. My empty crates all disappeared. They all got filled with things, which is good. All right. Where did I leave off over here? Did the X-Men? I left off on Fantastic Four. All right, Marvel Milestones Edition, Fantastic Four number 1. So maybe you have a Fantastic Four number 1. Long shot, would you take 100? Yes, I will, Josie. I will take 100. So this is sold to you for 100. This giant lot of 42 Star Trek books. Melanie, come over here a second. Make sure this is 42 books in this lot that she ends up getting. In case we sold 1 or 2 out of that before, I don't want to tell her it's 42 and it's not 42. So make sure that's 42. If not, we'll throw some more Star Trek books in there to get you to 42. That's a done deal. Appreciate that. And that's sold for $100. All right, so Fantastic Four. We got $5 on this. We got some dings on it. So even if it's a reprint, you can't have it in nice condition, right? But for $5 for a Fantastic Four number 1, sometimes you got to take what you can get. So I have a bunch of these Marvel Milestones. Actually, I think I have this one. Yep. So yeah, $5 on that. And again, the next thing I'm going to say before I pull this next one out is make sure you listen to me before you bid on it. I'm just going to put it up as a buy it now. The book has water damage before you even see it. Okay. Long shot. I'm not sure if we have long shot. We might take a look. So the next book has water damage. Okay. We sold one a few weeks ago at auction. It ended up going for like $60 or something. I don't know. It was like super clean. We got a Simpsons. So this is the first appearance of the Simpsons. Poster is not in there. The poster is removed, does not have the centerfold, and it has water damage all through the book. $5, you can have it. See the water damage on the corner? So again, this is one I'm just pricing to get it out of here. If not, you know, somebody will buy it in the store. But if you want to get a Simpsons for cheap, $5. Poster's not included, not in the poly bag, and you know, $5 for the first appearance of the Simpsons with the cool Bartman cover. So it says how many books? 62. I thought it was supposed to be 42. Either way, it sold 56 issue series. So you got 56 and we added some. You got 62 books coming, Josie, just so you know. We didn't count it right. But either way, it's from that same run of Star Trek. So you got a nice deal on that. So good deal with that. All right, so we're going to jump to some Batman real quick again. And this is, I believe all this stuff is good condition. Yes, it is. Detective Comics 354. The first appearance of Dr. Zen? Yeah, it looks like Zen. Sure. So we got $14.99 on that guy. Again, this is a nice condition book. All this stuff I'm telling you is low grade, but this one's still nice for low grade. It's looks clean, man. Looks nice, but that's sometimes the illusion of the bag and board. You look at it and you're like, oh, it looks great. Then you get it home and you're like, oh man, it's got some, you know, that's what I'm telling you. It's low grade. It's not super fancy, but that's why it's $14.99. If it was high grade, you'd be paying way more than that. So, all right, we got a first appearance of the Hooded Hangman, another low grade beauty. That is Detective Comics number 355. Holy gallows, Batman. Here, take back your champion, Gotham City. From now on, the Hooded Hangman is on top in this town. That's $9.99 for that. Okay, $9.99 for that. I got Detective Comics number 367. To identify Batman's would-be killer, fit the jigsaw puzzle pieces below into this blank space. Can you figure out who it was? $9.99 for some 12-cent Detective Comics. Again, this is clean. This is some good low-grade action. This is where you want to be with low-grade stuff. Nice $10, $15 books. Knock it out. They still display fantastic. You'd be proud to have it in your collection. So we got one more, and then it's on the World's Finest. So Detective Comics 379. I got $9.99 on that too. And no one's jumping on anything yet, so I'm going to call these all buy it nows. So $14.99, $9.99, $9.99, $9.99. And if somebody wants to come in and take them all for $40, first person to say they want them for $40, you can have them. How about that? It's like $5 off. It's funny how some weeks we have like Superman people on and some weeks we have Batman people on. It's like, man, that one week we sold so many slabs. We were packing slabs like crazy. Haven't touched a slab tonight. It's all the raw stuff moving. I still got another box to go through over here. It's just crazy how it goes. You just never really know what people are going to buy it on any given night. All right, so the Detective Comics are going back in the box. Got some World's Finest coming out next. And then we're on to X-Men. Actually, I might save X-Men until after I do the little bit of records I have, because we'll probably have some people come back at 9 o'clock that want records. And the X-Men is good stuff. If you're X-Men people, it's the kind of stuff you're going to want to see. All right. Again, clean copy. Neil Adams cover. World's Finest 175. This is from May 1968. Got $19.99 on it. Another Neil Adams cover. They're all 4 Neil Adams. World's Finest 176. Again, look how clean that is. $19.99. If somebody don't jump on these, I'm gonna raise the prices for next week. World's Finest 180, $19.99. Again, beautiful copy. And World's Finest 194, $9.99. I don't remember if that's Neil Adams or not. It might still be. It's on down the road a little bit. All right. We got to show some toys too. Maybe I'll do that when I wrap this up, and I'll save the X-Men for after records. Any other bundles, or was Trek it? Well, I'm looking to bundle, the Detective, or looking to bundle the World's Finest, or whatever sells it. And if you guys are down with bundles, if that's the way that you guys are kind of digging, like I can make bundles. Believe me, we can make bundles all day long. Oh, the Neil Adams covers are great, Bob. They're fantastic. I particularly like this one right here. So, again, you guys don't buy it, it won't break my heart. I'll just buy it myself, and then it'll go home with me. I like that one too. I'm about to commit my first crime, and Batman, you're about to be the victim. We sold this book, like maybe the second sale. It was like a really low grade copy. And it came back already in a much higher grade copy. And these are all still mid-low grade. Nothing here is high grade. So, I'm not going to claim anything. And none of this is something I'm going to send off and expect to come back like an 8.0 or 7.0 or anything. It's probably all still 4 to 5 wheelhouse somewhere in there. This one might be a little higher, but it's still got some ticks and some things that'll drag the grade down. That's kind of why the price is the way it is. That's beautiful though. Okay, no takers on the World's Finest. All right, Laura, you about ready to tag? Because we got 15 minutes till we're doing records. We got to show some toys and stuff.
Okay.
And then, maybe we'll tag team records.
Okay.
So, you guys ready for some toys and to have Laura accost you? You want to try the other mic and see if they work simultaneous? We don't know about this. We're testing this. Chad normally handles this by itself. I just thought maybe having some help in here would be fun. You gotta hold this little guy right here. Watch me turn off my mic too. We'll both be off. Or that one's on. I'm still on.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out where to clip it.
Yeah.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
There's a little bit of a lag, so we gotta wait and see. Can you hear Laura, guys?
Am I audible?
Or is she audible? She wants to know.
I'll try to bring up the stream on my phone. See if I can hear myself.
That's what I did earlier too to test it. I pulled it up real quick. I'm like, is she audible? She wants to know. I've got yeses. They can hear you.
Okay, yes, cool.
Okay, Laura's on. This is going to be her first time doing a sale here. You got to turn that down or it's going to echo.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. I'm going to clear. Do you have an idea what you want to sell first?
I don't.
Okay. Well, I'm going to clear out. Look, we sold. This whole box of stuff is gone.
Nice.
So I'm going to.
get an air horn.
Yeah.
We cleaned out a box.
Yeah.
Comics, I should get an air horn.
It might should. All right. So this is kind of right in the
It's
middle
right there.
territory right here. So if you want to grab, what do you have? Is it?
Let's see. I've mostly got like pop figures, and then.
So you need like a base. Let's see.
Yeah.
You have one of the lid, Melanie. I want to kind of.
Or we could just flip that one upside down, I guess. It's
Same kind of better
dirty.
days.
Um.
We're figuring it out, guys. We're working in progress in it real quick. Oh yeah, Laura is legendary with the crates. Yeah, look. So just bear with us for a second while we figure this out. I have high hopes for this. I think tagging Laura in, she's gonna crush it. You guys are gonna buy everything from her because she's very prismatic.
Why don't you just like move that and then?
Because she's gonna need to get it up. We'll just use the crates, I
That's
guess.
what I was saying.
Oh, look at Melanie
Oh,
over here
yeah.
being smart. Just grab me
Yeah.
2 more empty crates.
Because these crates back here are in the shot, so you can just.
I guess yeah,
Oh,
you can just use
yeah.
that.
Okay.
Monkeys doing something with the football.
Here, I'll take that.
All right, looks like she's got some pops. I'm going to commentate it while she's getting it together.
Yes.
Maybe we have some.
We've got a few different categories. So we've got some Pokemon ones, a couple Simpsons ones, some like rock themed ones, and then some Yu-Gi-Oh ones. So if y'all have any preference on what you want to see first,
I say just surprise them.
Okay.
Because by the time they answer with the lag, we'll be like waiting for
you're
15
right.
seconds.
We'll be waiting for 10 years. So
You guys
I'll
make
just
sure you
bring-
buy something, make her feel good. It's her first
Please.
time. Be kind.
Okay. Hello, everyone. So first we have Itchy and Scratchy from The Simpsons. Obviously, they are icons. They are both $15 a piece. Oh, I'm knocking them all around, but they're $15 a piece. And they actually have these lovely little pop protectors. Actually, oh no, I'm moving it the wrong way. Okay, there. Now they're more in frame. But they've got these nice plastic pop protectors. I gotta figure out what the camera is. Oh my goodness.
It's the weirdest thing standing there. I know.
Yeah.
You guys don't know, but
It's
we
like
have
tilted so
like
weird.
the laptop setup is behind us. You got to glance over your shoulder to see the reflection, kind of like see what we're doing, making sure everything's in frame.
Right. Like I always see y'all giving Chad a hard time about framing the shot. It's hard to frame the shot.
Yeah, everything's backwards when you're looking at it over you.
Yes. So we've got Itchy and Scratchy. We'll leave them sitting there. I'll bring y'all some more pops to look at. Let's see. Bring over some Pokemon next.
Some Pokemon incoming.
Yes. Okay. So. Oh no. Okay. Our first Pokemon is going to be Glaceon. It's the ice type evolution for Eevee. You know, kind of a later one, but still a classic. People still love Glaceon. We've got Oshawott, one of the starters. It's a water type. Then we got Vulpix, fire type legend. And then, you know, of course, Charmander, the baby form of Charizard. And then we got Sobble, who's one of the newer water type Pokemon. And last but definitely not least, poster child of the franchise, Pikachu.
Pikachu.
So all of those are also $15 a piece. Yep, all the pops you see on screen right now, $15 a piece. I just realized you can't see some of the ones that I've got stacked up above. Hold on.
It's a little bit of a learning curve figuring out where things go. Jetstream's asking how much for the poke.
Let's see. All of the Pokemon are 15 a piece.
And that comes with the protector on just Itchy and Scratchy.
Yeah, only Itchy and Scratchy have the protectors, but the other ones are still, the boxes are in great shape, you know, got all the corners intact, looking real nice.
These are fantastic gift ideas for the little ones, and as long as you get it
Yes.
now, we can get it shipped out by Christmas.
Definitely.
So Jetstream, did you want the Pokemon? The Pikachu or whichever? And Bob has no idea what they are, but he's fascinated. Yeah, it was after my time too. I don't know much about Pokemon. That's why I gotta tag Laura in for this stuff.
And it was like technically slightly before my time, but I got into it way late because when I was a kid, my parents were like, nah, Pokemon's not in this household. But
Look.
then when I became an adult, I was like, it's
Sold
in
3.
mine.
I sold 3 of them, Laura.
Woo! Thank you, Jetstream. Okay, so we have Pikachu, and then Vulpix, and Charmander. Yes, thank you, Jetstream. We
Get
will
that.
get these tagged for you, and where
You
should I
just
put them?
throw it in the crate right here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna need another empty crate, Melanie. This is about to probably fill this crate up. My, my initial plan for this was to tag Melanie and Laura in together and have them do the girl power hour, kind of spice things up. But Melanie's unfortunately back there keying in. We sold like 1,000 cassette tapes at one of these cells. Chad went nuts with cassettes and sold so many. So there's a lot to key in.
Yeah.
to keep everything moving. So she might still get to tag in a minute if she hurries up and finishes what she's doing. Otherwise, she's just on call to bring us things. She's the gopher. Go for this, go for that.
Okay, it started in my childhood when I was the remote control for my dad.
All right.
Let's see. So now that we've got a little bit more room up here, we are gonna introduce a couple more pop figures. So first we have the frontman for Fall Out Boy, Patrick Stump. They were like one of my favorite bands growing up. I know they're maybe not that popular now, but someone should buy Patrick Stump. He is $24.99, and then we also have Rivers Cuomo from Weezer. He is $59.99, so he is definitely a more rare pop, but someone's gotta need him for their collection, right?
So let me jump in. We have a question. Ed gets these out in time for Christmas, right? So the toy and comic show, we don't invoice on the same schedule that the records do because we only do one a week. So we can have this finished up and invoiced out, and then be pulling it and shipping it. So as quickly as you can get it paid for, we can have this done. What do we normally have it? Tuesday or Wednesday? It's out. So it'll probably invoice sometime around Tuesday or Wednesday when all the other record stuff's done for the week. And then we move on and do the comics. We'll absolutely make sure you get it by Christmas. As long as everybody gets it paid for on time, which I know it's not a problem with you. You don't have to worry about Hatchet Ed coming for you. So,
And
yes, he
Hatchet Ed,
certainly
he
did
is-
sell like 200 cassettes last night. I walked in and saw cassettes all over the table. All right, go ahead, Laura. I'll back off. I'll let you do your thing again.
Oh, no, you were all good. It was funny, last night Ted was like, shipping's gonna hate how many cassettes I've sold, and I was just thinking, yeah.
No, I'm not, though. I want Chad to sell everything because I'm
True.
trying super hard to stay on top of it all and to get everything turned out as quickly as possible. So I want him to blow it up, do his worst, and then us kill it.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna give y'all a quick break from the pop figures and give you Yoshi! So, Yoshi is great. He is obviously, from the Super Mario franchise. He is a great little plush guy, probably like 8 inches tall. I don't know for sure, like, measurements, but he's great. He's very squishy. He's not like rock solid like some of these plush normally are. He would also be a great Christmas idea if, the little ones are into Yoshi, or, well, if I set him there, you can't see him. I keep forgetting. Wait, there we go. He can live there. Alright, let's see.
It's kind of fun sometimes once you've shown everything and no one's already jumping on it. You're like, okay, I'll give you guys a second to look at it.
Right,
Itchy and scratchy. Who doesn't like itchy and scratchy,
Exactly.
I don't know what the Weezer and Fall Out Boy, okay. I don't know. That's probably like Doug's bands. So Doug was into that kind of stuff. He loves Weezer. And then the Pokemons, I know a little about Pokemon because my daughter briefly did the Pokemon Go thing when that was a thing. We were having to drive all over town with the little app to catch all the Pokemons. So, but that was a in and out phase for us. All right, what else we got?
Let's see. So, the kind of last round of pops that I have gathered are all going to be from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh!
And if y'all don't know a lot about Pokemon, you might not know a lot about Yu-Gi-Oh! I completely understand, kind of all that same era, like, early 2000s anime. Let's see, I'm just gonna move some of these other pops off screen for a second because there are several Yu-Gi-Oh! Ones. Alright,
Oh,
so
you're getting
first,
that set up there. Angela says Chad sold 200 cassettes, or what is that? It was at
Yeah.
186 and refused to stop selling. Yes, he is. He is persistent.
right, so we got, first off, our main character, Yami Yugi. This is, of course, when he is in his pharaoh form while he's dueling. Then we got, his best buddy, Joey Wheeler. Maybe not the best duelist, but a great character. Then we got Seto Kaiba. Definitely a great duelist. not the best character. And then we've got, you know, actually one of the creatures from the cards. We got the Harpy Lady. And then we got another creature. We got the Karibo. Nice little fluffy guy there. He is plastic, so he's not actually fluffy. And then this one is actually a 25th anniversary edition. This is My Valentine. And I just realized I haven't told y'all prices on any of these, but I will tell y'all in just a second. Let's see. So there is Time Wizard, just, you know, another creature from the cards. He's 15. Haribo is 15. Harpy Lady does not have a price tag on her.
That means she's 15 too.
So she's also 15. Let's see. Actually, I believe they are all 15. Any Slugterra stuff? Are you familiar?
No idea what
Okay.
Slugterra is.
Neither of us know what Slugterra is, so there's probably not any Slugterra stuff. Let's see. If any of y'all want to hop on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, Yoshi is $14.99. Just let us know if you're interested, Salty Dog.
Cue the Jeopardy music. Do the little drum roll. I mean, the lag sometimes is bad, sometimes it's not so
Yeah.
bad.
The lag is pretty bad today. I was telling Melanie earlier that her voice had just come through on the computer and then she appeared in the back, so I thought she teleported, but it was just the lag. Alright, seems like y'all maybe aren't gonna hop on the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. That is fine. I understand. It's not everyone's thing.
And also, if you're watching this video after the fact, we have this stuff in the store. It's out on display, so come in, grab it off the store, or shoot us a message. We can pull it and ship it to you.
Yeah.
So I know not everyone that's watching this is watching it live. It's coming across your feed some other point, and you know, you guys just love watching the videos because we get messages all the time. Hey, user, you know, watched it late, watched the stream. This didn't get claimed. Can I get it? You know, that's a thing. So after that, let's see. We got it says after 9, so we got to do that little crate of comic or of records.
Oh yeah.
So, what Funkos are they? We got Yu-Gi-Oh, The
And
Simpsons.
then, yes, we've got a Weezer one, a Fallout Boy one, and then they're not on screen anymore, but we've got 3 Pokemon ones as well. That's okay, Bob. I understand. I'm honestly not really a Funko person either, but I do have them. Because, you know, they're great gifts for people.
This is true. All right, so we're gonna clean this up. You guys saw what's out there. If there's something that you want, feel free to holla, holla, holla. Just let us know, and we can make it happen. And we're gonna bust through this crate of records that we promised we were gonna do since it's 9 o'clock. And then after that, we'll go back to comics. And I do have fantastic Uncanny X-Men run we're about to pull up here in just a minute. Keys included. Keys included. Lots of fun stuff in there.
Okay, so this whole crate is all stuff that's technically like auctions. It's not
Okay.
necessarily straight price stuff, but we could have flipped through like a new vinyl crate while this stuff is up for auction
That's
potentially.
fantastic plan. I'll move this out of the way. So we do have 1 crate of auctions and 1 crate of new vinyl, I'm hearing.
So let's see. If you just want to grab a couple of those, I will grab some new vinyl and put it in a crate.
Okay. Just getting the other crate ready. All right. Any statues or bust later? We got statues all over the store. We can find something.
I pulled out 2 statues over there.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's 2
yeah.
statues over here somewhere. While she's getting those, I could probably
I
show them.
think
How about
they're,
this
like,
Walking
in that
Dead or
corner.
something? Or what else am I missing?
No,
Iron Maiden?
no.
Okay, well, I'm not seeing what you're saying. Oh, these giant things.
That's a,
Yeah, no.
why not?
No. Let's see. This is what I was trying to pick up.
Yes.
All right. We got a red Sonja.
Found that in the back.
She found it in the back. So, beautiful but deadly cold cast porcelain statue sculpted by Seth Vandible. So, Hard Hero Enterprises. It's $13.41 of $5,000. That's $150 for red Sonja. So, oh, made in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Look at that. That's right down the road. Okay, so there's red Sonja. I know you won't be able to see it, but I'll kind of put it here while I get the next one. Oh.
Laura and I opened these and they are intact.
So Melanie and Laura checked these out. She said they are intact. I can't even get this on frame, it's so big. We've got a Lady Death. We got a Lady Death on here. It's not gonna we're gonna turn it this way, turn it that way.
She's rather
We have to
large.
mess this whole situation up to get it on here and then fix it again in a second. Oh,
Right there.
right there. $250 for the Lady Death.
Always one of my favorites.
Okay. We got 250 on Lady Death, and we got 150 on Red Sonja. Those are so big, I'm just gonna put them back in the floor. You guys have seen them, so that's cool. And I'll check in too and just make sure. You guys even want to see these records, or you just want to keep looking at comic books? Because no one's really come on asking for records in a minute, and that's because we have them. If I didn't have them, everyone would be asking for them, because that's what's happened every other week. Because we can just as easily keep doing comics and toys, unless you just really want to see whatever records we got. Okay, look, they wanted to see some records.
Okay.
They're here for the records, so we do
Okay.
have a few. I'm just making sure. Just making sure. We said we're going to show some records after 9 o'clock. No, I got you. We got some. We got some. Both. Salty Dog's looking for the Weird Al. I don't know if Weird Al's in here or not.
I believe it still
is? Okay.
Yes. That one made the cut.
It made the cut. That's good. All right, this should make it.
Perfect. Okay. So I have scavenged from the new vinyl that's left in the store. I'm sure y'all know. Chad has said it many times this week. We got real cleared out over Black Friday, and the reorders have not been the fastest at restocking. But we do still have some new vinyl. We will start taking a look at. Let's see. So first in this new vinyl bin, we have Mudvayne Lost and Found. That is limited to 1,500 on gold and black, and that is $49.99. Got Mudvayne. And then next we have Pretty Boy Floyd. That one is $39.99, and it is just on 180 gram black vinyl. And it looks like Brian's got an auction ready for us.
All right, first auction of the night with records. Weird Al, even worse. 1988 US Press, gold stamp promo. We got a $45 start on this guy. Okay, so you guys looking for the Weird Al? We got 45 on him. This is all jacked up from when we moved it for the statue. So,
Here, I'll move
all right.
this
You make it work for you. You're standing in. So, I guess they're going to need to see in this.
I
so
was
moving
gonna
too
say
far.
maybe if I just scoot this one, and then that shifts over.
Yeah, you just pull it out. And...
Yeah.
All right, so we got Robert and Salty both in at 45. Robert was in first on the Weird Al. And while you guys are duking that out, Laura's going to go through some more new vinyl.
So you went through those, and then let's see. Next up, we have Warrant Cherry Pie. You know it, you love it. You all have copies of it already, probably, but we still have it. They're $34.99. And then we've got another warrant. We got Dog Eat Dog. That one is $44.99, limited to 2,500, and that is on blue and red marbled vinyl.
We're up to 50 on Weird Al, by the way, with Michael Ruckman in the lead right now.
And then let's see, next we have the new Coldplay album. It is $33.99. It says it is the limited first edition pressing, and that is on a translucent pink eco record. So that might look cool. Next up we got Rush Clockwork Angels. You know, classic Rush. We love Rush here. $46.99. Which one has the track Melody on it? Is that a Warrant song?
I'm not sure. I never really got down with Warrant.
Me either.
I think I did hear that that's the most sold album we have here.
Really?
Yeah, like we've sold. It was. I think it was. I don't want to misquote it, but I'm pretty sure Chad told me like we sold more of that than anything.
I believe
Like just
it.
over the years. Salty Dogs at 55 on Weird Al.
Let's see. And then next we have the Ramones. This one is Pleasant Dreams. This one's got, you know, KKK Took My Baby Away. We Want the Airwaves. This is the Rocktober exclusive. I don't know if that's like on a color. It does not say. It probably is. They normally do that. Next we've got Harry Connick Jr. When My Heart Finds Christmas. This is his Christmas album. A nice new reissue of that. $39.99. And then we've got Blink 182. This is called Cheshire Cat. And it is $33.99.
You want to try to do 2 auctions at once? I think we can do it.
I think we can handle it.
I think we can figure it out. All right. We got Rush. All the World's a Stage. 1976 US Press. That's Club Edition. $15 start on the Rush. So $15 for Rush. All the World's a Stage. Michael's in at 56 on Weird Al. So.
Angela, is it the Blink 182 that you don't have already? Let's see. So the next record we have is Deftones Around the Fur. If you don't own this one or haven't listened to it, you are missing out. This is a good album. It's got Hole in the Earth, My Own Summer. I lied, it does not have Hole in the Earth. It has Be Quiet and Drive Far Away. It is $33.99. New sealed reissue. They're going on tour next year with one of my favorite bands, the Mars Volta, so I will be seeing them. Next we've got Violent Femmes Hallowed Ground. This one is on indie record store exclusive Orange Smoke vinyl for $33.99.
So Stacy's in at 15 on Rush. Salty Dog is at 58 on Weird Al.
And then next up, we've got Canned Heat Future Blues. Larry, we do have Kiss albums in the store. The most I could do tonight would probably be the new vinyl ones, but we can definitely put up some Kiss later this week. Future Blues is $36.99 sealed. And next we've got the Human League Dare. That is $34.99, an 80s classic. And we've got Weezer. I know y'all didn't need the pop figure, but maybe it's because you haven't listened to this album. This is Weezer's Red album. It has Pork and Beans, That song slams is $33.99.
Salty Dog is out on Weird Al, so it looks like Michael has it at 60. If anybody else wants to jump on it, maybe jump on it, or we're going to probably call that. And I believe we're only on the first $15 bid for the Rush album. So we're going to give Rush more time, or what do you think?
Yeah, I feel like if someone doesn't bid on Rush within the next couple of minutes, we'll probably move it to
So
final
Rush
call.
is currently at $15. We're not doing a final call yet because it is tempting for people like Snowball to jump on the Rush and get it.
Let's see. So our next new vinyl is going to be Mariah Carey, Merry Christmas. Obviously, probably the #1 album this time of year. $29.99, sealed, you know. Obviously has the #1, All I Want for Christmas Is You, but look how many other songs are on here. And you never hear those. You can hear them if you buy this. And then we've got the Yes album. This one is $33.99 reissue. It doesn't look like it's any sort of like special remaster or anything, but it is a great album, one I recommend buying. And we have Sleep Token, Take Me Back to Eden. That is $44.99, and it is gold with black splatter vinyl.
Okay, we're gonna call it on the Weird Al. Michael Ruckman has it for 60. We're gonna say it's last call on that. Final call. We're gonna say going once. We're gonna say going twice. I'm gonna give it a little extra time for the lag. We're about to sell Weird Al. Somebody's got a bid higher than 60 to get it.
Let's see, we got Bob Riker on Human League. I will pull that. Perfect. And then
Get
goes
a
in this
fresh
one.
crate for that or for the
Oh,
vinyl.
yeah. Actually,
Yep,
here's
right
one
there.
over here.
Perfect. All right.
Awesome. Thank you, Bob.
What we sell it for? What was the amount on it?
Let's see, that was $34.99.
$34.99. Sold to Bob Riker, Human League. All right, and the Weird Al is sold to Michael Ruckman for 60. That's done. The Rush is still up at 15. Stacy has that at $15. That's the kind of stuff that'll get us in trouble. If Rush albums only sell for like $15, Chad will be like, "You
Yeah.
can't sell vinyl anymore, Brian and Laura."
Exactly.
So-
Y'all gotta get these bids up.
Go back to comics real quick. Like, sorry guys, it was a bad idea. Yeah, records, but today is comics, David. That's correct. But I wanted to get at least a crate or two of records out because every comic sale people ask for records, and I never have them, and I have to tell them every week. So this week I wanted to have some, just so we could break the comics up and do some records in the middle. And that's kind of what we're doing right now. Just a little bit, not much, just a little. Chad's still your record guy.
Mostly just an experiment of
Yeah,
sorts.
just kind of seeing how it goes. If maybe mixing them works, but probably doesn't, you know.
Yeah.
Because comic guys and record guys, you know, not all the same people. But we did promote this ad for the comic sale, so I'm hoping maybe that some of the people that did tune in, first timers, see some records and then tune into the record sales. And we kind of grabbed the crowd both directions. So, yeah, red alert. All right. So we're about to sell that Rush for $15, and then I'll get a text and be like, "Stop selling records. Go back to comics." All right, that was Stacy had that right. Stacy Metternich sold for $15. Rush All the World stage. Sorry, Chad. All right, Laura, I'll let you pick what to pull up next.
Let's see.
Find something that won't get us in trouble if it doesn't sell for much.
Right. This is all gonna get us in trouble if it doesn't sell for much. Let's see. Let's see. We're gonna try this Talk Talk Spirit of Eden. We have a 1988 U.S. specialty press. That is the OG. It its original inner sleeve here. The record itself is in VG plus condition. You know, just very light scratching, but there's one that kind of just goes like across one of the sides. This one is going to be up for a $45 start, and copies of this album have sold for up to $140 on Discogs. Oh, there is also, if y'all can see right here, this little sticker here. These are very difficult to remove, but not impossible. Ooh, okay, Jetstream says that I should be doing just Laura crates on Sunday with no repeats. That's an interesting idea.
Yeah, maybe this experiment goes well and we move some records, we might be able to go further with it. And I would love to sell, believe me, nothing more than metal records. I saw that, David, like that's metal and comics. That's my youth right there.
Right?
That's my wheelhouse. But unfortunately, in this store of like millions of records, like there are a lot of metal records, but you know, we got to kind of work what we got. You know, what comes in's got to go out. So it's not all metal, unfortunately. But there is some more metal in here.
That's true.
I don't know if we're allowed to sell this one. I guess we are.
We
It's just a
are.
Walmart. All right. So Metallica, 72 Seasons. I love this album. So this is a Walmart yellow and black swirl vinyl. 2023 US press. Never Mellow Yellow single. It's a $20 start on this right there. So I love this album. It's my jam. Inamorata is a great song. Room of Mirrors, Darkness Had a Sun. All that stuff's great. If you don't have it, $20 start right here on the Walmart exclusive Metallica 72 Seasons. There you go. Yeah, I can't eat. He's asking CC Knight. No, if we start selling some coins and knives and things over here, Chad will probably show up and shut us down.
Yeah.
Williams at 20 on Metallica. Angela came in at 20 on Metallica, but Williams there first, so you got to beat 20.
I see Daniel and Teresa are trying to convince us to sell country and smooth jazz, setting us up for failure.
Yeah. It takes some good salesmanship to move that, you know.
Yeah, we will leave that to Chad.
Plus
Chad
we
is
have
the master.
No expertise in the genre there. Angela's at 21 on Metallica.
Yeah, you're definitely right, Snowball. We see many metal records that they look like someone ran over them with a car. Like, they are not normally in good condition, which makes it even more special when you do find the ones that are like sealed or just, you know, real nice.
You love smooth jazz. You know, in the first lineup of Megadeth, they had two jazz players. So we had two metal guys with Dave Mustaine and Dave Ellefson. He went in and found a jazz drummer and a jazz guitar player, Chris Poland and Gar Samuelson. That's what rounded out the very first lineup of Megadeth, first two albums. That's why the first two albums sound so crazy. Is literally jazz players on there. Just that's my favorite two albums. Killing Is My Business and Peace Sells. You know, so that's about my the extent of my jazz knowledge, if it pertains to Megadeth. We're at 21 with Angela Lewis on the Metallica, and no one jumped on. What's the other one we had?
Talk Talk Spirit of Eden.
No one's jumped on Talk Talk, so give you guys a second to make a call on that, or we'll switch it out for something else if nobody's into that.
My 80s people must not be on tonight. Like, I thought y'all would be all over Talk Talk. What's in the crate? In the crate, we've got some new vinyl. It may be stuff that y'all have already seen a bunch of times, but we're still going through it anyway. We've got Metal Church. This one is on Galaxy vinyl, and it is $38.99,
It's a
new
live
and
album.
sealed. It is a live album. It does not say.
It's got Beyond the Black on there. That was the one I like.
It says on the back that they know some of the tracks were recorded in Dallas, but that is all we know. So, some of it's recorded in Dallas, I guess.
We're up to 22 on the Metallica with Bo, 8740. All right, we're gonna call it on that one and kick it out. Move on to something else.
Yeah, we are gonna call it on Talk Talk. If anybody wants that, that is a $45 buy it now. If not, we will save it for some other time. And then next we've got Amy Winehouse, Lioness Hidden Treasures. That is pressed on 180 gram vinyl. It's got all these songs on there. It is $46.99, new and sealed.
Is that decent to put up?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You can roll with it.
Okay. So our next auction is gonna be Pearl Jam. This is the album Binaural. This one is the 2017 US reissue. It is still sealed, and that is up for a $20 start.
Pearl Jam just announced some dates out here in our neck of the woods in Nashville. They're playing 2 shows, I believe, in May. Bridgestone Arena, which is unfortunate they're at Bridgestone. I'm not a fan of the sound there, but
Yeah.
they're one of my bucket list bands. I've never seen them, so I've seen everybody, and somehow they keep escaping or evading me. And even when they're in Nashville, like some crazy circumstances will happen, and I end up missing the show because we're out of state or something. So we'll be going to Pearl Jam. What's the
was-
best song on that one? Do you know?
I honestly have never listened to that album.
You never listened to this one?
No.
Let's see what I know off here. Yeah, I don't know anything off this either.
I pretty much just know the Pearl Jam stuff that's off like Vitalogy and
10 is my
Versus.
favorite. And I liked Yield. Yield had to do the evolution. That one was good. The high bid on Metallica, I think we're sitting at a cool $22 with Bo.
Yeah. Do you know what songs are good on that one?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the heavier Pearl Jam. You know, but you know, everybody's got what they like. Obviously, what they've done has worked for them.
It was definitely weird to open Ticketmaster the other day because I was in pursuit of Kendrick Lamar tickets, which are crazy expensive, by the way. If you guys didn't know, it's like $300 to just sit by yourself in Atlanta. But anyway, the point of this story is I opened Ticketmaster and just right at the top was like Pearl Jam coming in concert, and I was like, there's some weird irony there, but we'll let it slide.
Let it go. Robert Matthews is at 23 on the Metallica. Nobody's jumped on the opening bid on the Pearl Jam. Yeah, that's a good question, David, about when we're going to invoice this stuff. That's a Melanie question. Any records they buy tonight, is that going on this week or next week?
Go on next week.
It's going to go on next week.
So this will start tonight will start the new.
Yeah, Sunday starts the new
Okay.
period. Saturday still closes it. So this would just be the first thing instead of, starting on Monday or whatever you're starting tonight.
And then anything you buy tonight gets you in on that $7 flat shipping all week.
We're up to 25 on Metallica.
So you're not actually missing a Laura crate. It's a new vinyl that I scoured, and then we've also got some like auctions on the side. No official Laura crates though. Don't panic.
We're just doing the best we can to show some records. Every Sunday I do the comic sale. In the comments, everyone's asking for records constantly. So this week I'm like, okay, we're going to have some records. So you guys need to show up and move them, buy something. I even grabbed Laura up here to help. But it's all good, We're at 26 on Metallica. Yeah. And after that, I'm probably just going back to comics and toys. I'll let Chad handle it. Chad and Paul do such a good job. And Laura might get to tag in with them one time. I think a Laura Paul show would do well.
Probably.
Probably good. All right, nobody's jumping on the Pearl Jam, so I won't waste too much time on it. We'll switch it out, let Chad move that later. And putting it back in the front and the back, moving it somewhere else.
Yeah, I was just moving them over here.
We're at 27
Right
on
front
the
of better
Metallica
spot.
with William Murray.
Mm.
And once we're through with this new crate and whatever little auctions we feel like pulling out of here, we'll just go back to comics. Yeah, I know everybody just cheered. Yay, back to comics. Because I do have some fantastic X-Men I still have to pull out. It helps with the Sunday withdrawals. Robert's at 30 on Metallica.
Do this one. Let's see. So our next auction is the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Are you experienced? This is the 1970 U.S. Terre Haute reissue. It is in VG Plus condition and up for a $10 start. The sleeve is honestly in really good shape aside from this little bit of cover writing right here. But yep, $10 start on Are You Experienced? Get back to showing y'all a little bit more new vinyl. Let's see, we've got Green Day, American Idiot. This one is $44.99 new and sealed, and that is on red and black splatter vinyl. And looks like
Bid Richard is in $10 on the Jimi Hendrix, and Bo is out on the Metallica. So it leaves Robert at 30 on the Metallica. And let's see, did the Spider-Man lot ever ship? Which one? It may have. We shipped a whole lot of stuff this week, so it's possible, depending on when it was paid for, that it went out. I think when I was last here, what, Thursday? So anything that was paid prior to like Thursday morning or was paid Wednesday night, I think went out. No, Tuesday, no, Friday maybe. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, I think that's the days I worked, right?
yeah.
So yeah, should be gone. Yeah, we provide tracking on shipments, and if you're new buyers, message the page, and we'll get you sorted on what to do with that. Get you set up. First time buyers are welcome. We have $7 flat rate shipping. Everything you buy all week, $7. The big lot you bought? I don't know. I'll have to look back because I mean Steve and Ed ship when I'm not here. I don't remember seeing that myself, but it could have gone out Friday. If you got a tracking for it, you know, just shoot a message to the page when we get done with this, and I'll go pull it up and look for it. I guess we're about to sell that Metallica. Robert Matthews has it for 30, and Jimi Hendrix is up to 11 with Jim. So Metallica is sold. We got to do a last call on it. We got to, I guess, give you guys your chance.
Yes.
So we're giving you your chance. It's $30 right now with Robert Matthews, I believe that's who I said. Yeah. So we're doing going once. We're doing going twice. It's sold $30, Robert Matthews. You know, I've heard a few people say something's up with the tracking, and I don't really know the reason, what the rhyme or reason is on why it comes through sometimes and sometimes why it doesn't. We don't do anything different on our end. Just sometimes it doesn't send it. Or if it does, a lot of people, I think it ends up maybe in your spam folders, or I don't know. That does happen a lot because we'll, you know, message them, check your spam. They're like, oh yeah, it was there. Not saying that's what happened in this situation, because there's also been situations where it just didn't send the tracking, and I'll look it up and it looks, everything's good on our end, and then it's gone. You know, there's no tracking. So anytime you have an issue with that, just always hit us up and we will try to figure it out.
Right, Bo on YouTube. Yes, you can buy that Pearl Jam. It is a $20 buy it now. And if you would like to buy it, just comment sold.
In the meantime, Robert bumped up Hendrix to $12. What does that sound? Like, I've been hearing this like all night.
Is it? Well, I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You keep hearing
Yeah.
it. There's got a weird like celestial phasing sound in the background over here at the store. And
Is it where the lamps are scraping on the side of the building?
I don't know what it is. It's pretty crazy though. You guys probably think we're crazy talking about it, but it sounds pretty wild. You come over here, you'll hear it, but stay over there keying things in. I need you at maximum productivity, Melanie.
Condition on Jimi Hendrix is VG plus. And then Jimi Hendrix went up to 13 with Richard Zeinert, but now it is at 15 with Robert Matthews. Oh, and Bo had commented sold. We've got that Pearl Jam for Bo on YouTube, sold for $20. Another auction. Alright, let's see. Our next auction is going to be Warren Zevon. I believe this is just a self-titled album. It is a white label promo. Show y'all the label on that. Oh, just realized you can't see it. There we go. That promo label. And it has a little bit of some spine damage, unfortunately, but the disc itself is in really good condition, and it's that white label promo. It's up for a $15 start for Warren Zevon. Let's see. Jim is out on Jimi Hendrix. Bob said it's Chad phasing in and out of the store. That's what the sound is.
It might be. It's something wild. It's like some Star Trek beam you up noise is what it sounds like.
It really is. Or almost like metal grinding sounds or something. Like
I'm not stepping out the door first. Time for a V8? Yeah, I wish.
That reminds me, I have blue juice in the back.
Yeah, Laura got her blue juice ready for the sale tonight, guys. So
I'm gonna go
came
grab
in.
it, actually.
She's gonna go get it.
I'll be
Okay.
right back.
While she's going to get that, you guys are thinking about those auctions. I'm going to bring up a comic book, Uncanny X-Men: Days of Future Past. This is I guess the square bound version or whatever. 2 issues in here. Days of Future Past story. That's a $15. Buy it now. It's a fantastic shape. Not really a thing wrong with that. And I don't normally say that. So if I'm telling you there's not really a thing wrong with it, there's not really a thing wrong with that book. $15. Buy it now on X-Men Days of Future Past. Put that guy right here. We're doing comics and records at the same time. It's like Ghostbusters when they cross the stream. Dean's got 20 on the Hendrix. Laura's going to get her blue juice. I'm still over here hearing this weird noise. Warren Zevon. Anybody jump on the Warren Zevon yet? She got her blue juice. She's good to go.
I'm back with windshield wiper fluid.
I threw an X-Men book up while you were gone. The comic people probably are not paying attention again for a minute. But maybe they are.
John, we have not run Guttermouth yet. We can definitely put that one up as soon as we get one of these cleared out.
Let's see.
I
Even,
think that one was towards the back.
where's the back?
Yeah.
All right, so I had the Jimmy. So Richard has the Jimmy at 21st. Okay. Yeah, there it is. I see it. Yeah, it's way up the comments there. So Richard's got the Hendrix at 20. So if you want to get on the Hendrix Dean, you got to beat 20. And let's see here, waiting on something to happen with that. No takers on the X-Men Days of Future Past, $15 for that. Dean's on 21 on that. I do want to make sure I at least show the X-Men and get through it. I think we can. do 2 or 3 at a time. If we move, and we move there, I have a whole crate over here to lay a book. So Uncanny X-Men 156, that's 1981. It's the origin of Corsair. First appearance of Akanti. Starjammers looking cover, whatever's going on there. That's $25 for that. That is, again, a fantastic looking book. Trying to see where there's an error, where there's a dent. Pretty clean copy. X-Men 156, 1981, $25. I'm gonna set that one right there. Let Laura take back over with the records.
Let's see. So next up in our new vinyl crate, we've got the classic Led Zeppelin 2. Obviously, this is a new reissue. Not going to be like an RL or anything, but it's on 180 gram vinyl. Sealed, new, $33.99.
Richard's at 23 on the Jimi Hendrix. We got no love for the Warren, so no one's bid on this, right?
Don't believe so.
We can slide him out and then put the gutter mouth in.
Yes. So next up we have
Where was this landing?
on top of that dollar crate.
Okay.
Next we've got Guttermouth Musical Monkey. This one is a 1997 US press. That's the OG on this one. It has its little insert with it, and it is up for a $65 start. It is sold for as much as $170 on Discogs. And yes, that is up for a $65 start.
Okay. I'm gonna slide the X-Men out of here, X-Men 156, and I'll slide another one in. You guys know who Rogue is, right? X-Men fans. I got the second appearance of Rogue in her first cover. $14.99. She doesn't look exactly like you remember in the 90s, but that's how she looked in 1982. So this one is not as nice as the other ones. It's got some corner issues going on right here. And it's not terrible, but it's mid-grade. So $14.99 for the second appearance of Rogue and Rogue's first cover. $14.99. It's gonna be sitting right here.
Let's see, it looks like Dean went out on Jimi Hendrix. So
Richard has it at 23.
yeah. Yeah, I guess if anyone else wants to make a bid on that one, we'll
Okay.
move Jimi
We're
Hendrix.
doing last call on the Hendrix. We should have the Jeopardy music to cue on there.
Right. We'd probably get a copyright claim.
Angela, you would probably like Rogue. I mean, she's kind of metal.
Yeah. Let's get Angela into comics.
Yeah, that's the plan. Looks like John's on 65 on Guttermouth.
Nice. We got our opening bid on
Opening bid is in.
Guttermouth. I don't know if y'all heard Melanie, but she said that Rogue is the best X-Men.
Robert's in at 67 on Guttermouth. Set that too far out of frame.
Oh, yeah.
Not that you can really see it anyway. It'd be better off sitting it on the slabs, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
No, still out of frame.
Well.
There's nowhere to put stuff. We have everything jacked up. You think we just be able to move this and fix it, but no matter what we do, it gets worse.
Well, it's like, I genuinely don't understand how Paul lines this up, because he gets it, like, perfectly straight. And I'm like, did he do, like, this?
But then you have nowhere
and then, like,
you have nowhere to get in there, though.
yeah. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, early Rogue is more punk rock.
Squeeze himself in there because
He's that
yeah.
tiny.
Yeah.
I cannot squeeze myself anywhere. I'm a cool 320 something pounds right now, so I don't squeeze anywhere.
And see, if I do it like this, if I move right there, then I block literally
Yeah,
everything.
so the problem with that, it's a good view, but like once she moves in, you'll be looking at her back.
And like the back of my sweatshirt's cool, but I don't think y'all want to be staring at it all night.
That's better than it was.
Yeah. Yeah, we can see that whole crate now.
Yeah, see, look, it got better.
We workshopped it. We got there.
That's right, Bob. You know the deal. Rogue is one of the scariest. All she's got to do is touch you. She can steal your powers. She can steal your life. And that's her second appearance and her first cover appearance.
I don't think anyone else has bid on Jimi Hendrix.
I don't
since
think
we
so
moved
either.
it.
So let's go ahead and move the Hendrix. And that was Richard has that. Is that correct? At 23? Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
Richard Zeinert. I don't want to mispronounce people's names. No other hobbies, Angela? There's always room for more hobbies. You know, especially comic books. All right. So, Jimi Hendrix is sold for $23 to Richard. The Guttermouth, I'm going to slide on down one. The X-Men, the Rogue, second appearance of Rogue, she's going to take back off over here. And Laura, if you want to find another auction that you don't think will get butchered on, I'll try to find another comic.
Let's see. We'll try this one. We're gonna go for Odds and Sods, The Who. This is, I believe, I honestly don't remember if this is a compilation or a studio album. Sorry, guys. I don't know that much about The Who. This is a 1974 U.S. Pickneyville press. It's in EX condition, and it's up for a $12 start.
And over here, I've got Uncanny X-Men 160, 1999. It's another fairly clean copy. It's the first appearance of Ilya Rasputin, aka Magic. She has a bunch of first appearances. Ilyana, I said it wrong. I knew it did after I said it. Melanie chimed in. It's also the first app of Sim, whatever you pronounce that craziness. So anyway, Magic has a bunch of weird first appearances. You get her human version, and then like as a kid, and then as an adult or whatever. Anyway, this is one of her first. It's $19.99 for that, and Robert's in at 12 on the Who. So I think I liked it better right there, maybe. I don't know. Or is it better here? Who cares?
Actually, maybe if we put it in between the records, that way it's closer to the camera and you can see it better, and the record's big, so if it's further away, you can still see it pretty well.
Sure. And where are we at on the Guttermouth? Who is on that?
Someone just went out on it.
We got 67, I think, is where we're at with Robert Philippi. And we're in at 12 on the Who. So Robert's currently got them both. And let's see here. Do you have anything else in the new vinyl to flip through?
Got a couple more new vinyl. Let's see, we got Godsmack Awake. This is $39.99, new and sealed. It has these songs on it. Oh, yep, Nashville Tiger. We are just about to go through the ones in front of Zeb. We've got Great White, One Spittin'. Like Chad has probably told y'all 1,000 times, these did not come sealed. They came in these little, like, plastic baggies, but they are new and, you know, sealed in a way, I guess, but not actually sealed. We got Rat Detonator, Big Rat Reissue Series, $33.99, new and sealed. Got Mudvayne LD50. This one's limited to 5,000 on yellow and black marbled vinyl. And then Porno for Pyros, Pyrotechnics, latest and greatest. We've got stuff falling over in the crate. And this one is $33.99, new and sealed, on limited edition multicolored vinyl. We've got Jar of Flies, $28.99. I can't read. $28.99, new and sealed. AC/DC 74 Jailbreak. That's on special gold colored vinyl, $39.99. And another AC/DC on gold colored vinyl. This one's live at River Plate, $64.99. So that's our first run through that new vinyl. We may recap real quick, but
Should we
that's the
sell
new
the
vinyl.
gutter mouth, or what are we doing? We haven't really had any new action on that. Robert's got both of them last I checked. He's got gutter mouth at 67 and he's in at the Who at $12. So we haven't had any other action. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Uncanny X-Men, bring it on over. Robert Matthews wants Rat.
all right, Robert Matthews got Rat. That is a Rat for $33.99 for Robert Matthews.
Eric wants to know how much was the Great White.
Let's see, Great White is $33.99. And then Dean said recap. Okay, we will recap this bin.
You want to sell the auctions first?
Yeah.
All right, so I believe Robert Philippi has them both. So the gutter mouth is sold for 67 and the Who is sold for 12. Is that going to get us in trouble, Laura? Selling this for $12?
Nah.
No? Okay, that's good.
Chad would sell it for half price for
Oh, okay.
12 at some point, probably.
That's good. Look, we're putting some records in the thing here. You know, it's all right.
Yeah, we've got like a quarter of a crate. But those are rookie numbers. We need to bump those up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Y'all like Elvis? We got Elvis Blue Hawaii. 14 great songs. That is a 1961 US Hollywood press. It is stereo. It's not mono, sadly, but it's in VG Plus condition, and it's going to be a $10 start on Elvis Blue Hawaii.
Okay, and while we're doing that, I'm going to slide over here with Uncanny X-Men, first appearance of Madeline Pryor, first mention of Lockheed. It's another clean copy. We're looking at $29.99 on that. So you're down with that. 30 bucks takes it home, $29.99. Josie's in at 10 on Elvis. Laura's going to find another auction real quick.
Yes.
Do you guys want to
Ooh,
buy
we'll
stuff
do
from
some-
Laura? The clock's ticking on her because she's got to go back to her hole in a minute.
Right?
I can only steal her for about an hour. She's a very, very important person here. This hour that we've had her up here selling records and toys, she's got to be pricing records for Chad for tomorrow. So if you want to get something from Laura, your clock's ticking. About 7 more minutes. Then we're going to go back to just comics after this recap.
All right, so our next auction is going to be The Monkees. If you can see down here, it's a Sundazed reissue. Very good reissue label. This is from 1996. It is on orange translucent vinyl, and it is in mono. It's a $20 start. And Tony Bradford, I see you have requested the rods and the raw. When we move through these auctions, we will get the rods up for you. Alright, and then we will start recapping this new vinyl bin. Ooh, Mudvayne, Lost and Found, $49.99. This is a music on vinyl reissue, limited to 1,500, gold and black marbled. Mudvayne, $49.99. I got Pretty Boy Floyd. This is Leather Boys with Electric Toys. 180 gram black vinyl. $39.99 on that. Then Warrant Cherry Pie, forever on sale. This one's limited to 3,000 on cherry colored vinyl. I have heard rumors the cherry color is more pink, but it still probably looks cool, and you still probably need cherry pie, and that's $34.99. We also have Warrant Dog Eat Dog, 2,500 on blue and red marbled vinyl. That is $44.99. Then We have Coldplay's Moon Music. That's their new album on pink vinyl, new and sealed, $33.99. Let's see. And then next we've got Rush Clockwork Angels, $46.99, new and sealed. And then the Ramones Pleasant Dreams. That's that Rocktober reissue from this year. That's $33.99. Harry Connick Jr. When My Heart Finds Christmas. That is $39.99. 4 Sides of Christmas Music, new and sealed. If y'all want to get your Christmas music, you're probably on the last days where we can get it to you before Christmas, hopefully. We've got Blink-182 Cheshire Cat, $33.99, new and sealed. Deftones Around the Fur. This one is $33.99, new and sealed. Got most of their hits on there. We got Violent Femmes Hallowed Ground. That is on Orange Smoke vinyl, $33.99, new and sealed. Check it on our auctions. Looks like Josie is our only bid on Elvis, and nobody has bid on the Monkees. Yeah. Or is that a bid?
Is that Tomas? You in on the Monkees? Is that album?
We're gonna go ahead and move Elvis to a final call, and then while we wait on the Monkees' answer, we will keep flipping through some new vinyl. We got Canned Heat Future Blues, $36.99, new and sealed. Weezer, the Red Album, $33.99, new and sealed. Mariah Carey, Merry Christmas. Her classic Christmas album can be yours for just $29.99, new and sealed. Then the Yes Album, $33.99, new and sealed. Lovely reissue. Got Sleep Token, Take Me Back to Eden. This is on gold with black splatter vinyl, $44.99. Metal Church Live, that is on galaxy colored vinyl and is $38.99, new and sealed. Let's see. No more updates on the auction front, so we are gonna go ahead and sell Blue Hawaii to Josie Sinkbell for $10. And then we never got any clarification on that one.
X-Men. There wasn't a number with it, so I don't know if you were just commenting on the album.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking to see if Tomas, if you were actually bidding on the Monkees, or if you were just saying the album was first class, as in you like it. Just looking for clarification. I'm assuming, seeing as there wasn't a dollar amount, you were just commenting. Was there something else here that you were going to show that someone asked for?
Oh, yes. Someone had requested this one.
All right. Rods in the Raw.
Yes, we had a request for this one to come up for auction. This is the Rods in the Raw. Is the 1988 U.S. 1983. I can't read my own handwriting. 1983 U.S. press. That's the OG. It is in EX condition, so still really lovely, and it is a $15 start. The Rods in the Raw. Alright, I think that was just a comment about the Monkees being good.
Okay, so we were going to go ahead and
Yeah.
move the Monkees to wherever the Monkees go, put them back to their cage or their forest or whatever village they came out of.
Back to the zoo.
Back to the zoo with the monkeys.
Alright, we'll work on finishing recapping this new vinyl crate. We've got Amy Winehouse, Lioness Hidden Treasures. It's got all these songs on there, and it is $46.99, new and sealed. Then we've got Green Day, American Idiot. This is the 20th anniversary edition. Then Tony, I see you commented rods. We do need to know a dollar amount. $15 is the starting price. Yes, Brian, we are selling vinyl very temporarily. You've kind of caught the tail end of our little vinyl segment, but we did an experiment this week. Just seeing if we can do like a comic and record sale.
Just trying to boost my Sunday numbers, that's all, you know. I was trying to come up with some ideas. So maybe I might be selling maybe some new vinyl. I doubt I'm going to be doing any auctions, or I doubt I'm going to be doing any old vinyl or anything. But it's possible maybe on Sundays I do like a new vinyl crate, catch up if you miss shows in the week. If there's anything he has left over in stock that's new, I might show that stuff. But it's doubtful we do probably auctions going forward.
Floyd, Green Day is $44.99. If you are interested, just comment sold and we will sell that to you. Okay, Jeff wants to see Ecstasy, so we can put that one up and that'll probably be our last auction for tonight. Chris, this is Laura.
You missed the fun, man. You're coming in on the very end.
Yup.
Laura's got to go back to her hole in Price Records in a minute.
But before I do, we've got The Big Express by Ecstasy. That is 1984 US Specialty Press. That's an OG on this. It has the original inner sleeve. And it is an EX condition. And it's up for a $20 start. Gonna play Ecstasy here. $20 on Ecstasy. Hi Brian, hi Chris. Let's see. Okay, Floyd is not interested in the Green Day.
Slide this out of the way. I'm putting this over here for you to take back to Chad.
Oh, yes, thank you.
It's a red crate right here on the floor on the corner.
Any Zeppelin Super Deluxe box sets?
I don't
Not
think
that
I've seen
know
that.
of. We have a Led Zeppelin reissue that is on 180 gram vinyl for $33.99. Definitely not the same thing. And then we've also got Awake Godsmack that is $39.99, new and sealed.
Chris Knapson at 23 on Ecstasy.
We got Great White. This is Once Bitten. And as I was saying earlier, this is the one that does not come sealed. It just comes in this little poly bag. That's the way they have chosen to seal this one. But that's $33.99. And then some more Mudvayne. This one is LD50. This one has the classic dig. So you need it, obviously. It's $54.99 and it is on yellow and black marbled vinyl. And then we got Porno for Pyros. Pyrotechnics. Porno for Pyros latest and greatest. That is on multicolored vinyl. And it's new and sealed for $33.99. And then we have Alice in Chains. Jar of Flies. That is $28.99. New and sealed. Fun fact, Lane Staley has the same birthday as me. AC/DC 74 Jailbreak. If I can hang on to it, $39.99. That is on gold colored vinyl. It's new and sealed. It says it has a unique insert and custom labels.
Jeff's in at 25 on Ecstasy.
And then our last new vinyl, we got AC/DC Live at River Plate. gold colored vinyl, and that one is $64.99. That one definitely appears to have more than one LP. Yes, it's got three LP set.
Good set list, looks like.
Yeah.
All the hits.
Oh yes. And their cover, or wait, no, they did that one originally. Never mind. Let's see. Did anyone ever bid on the rods?
I think we did, maybe, or he commented on it
'Cause
or something.
Yeah, I remember someone commented. Okay. Yeah, so we had Tony Bradford, rods 15, and we didn't have any more bids on that, so we will move the rods to a final call.
And Ecstasy sitting at 25. So the rods is on final call at, you said 15?
Yeah. It was up here somewhere. Yeah.
Tony
there.
Bradford has that. So final call on the rods. I say going once. Going twice. We fixing to sell it. All right, rods is sold. $15. Tony Bradford.
Oh,
We got
wow.
Ecstasy left up here. It's Laura's last auction before she has to go back and price more records for Chad. Only got to steal her for an hour tonight.
Thank you, Robert and Susie. Okay, the first AC/DC, which I'm guessing is 74 Jailbreak, that one was $39.99. And then Chris Knapp has moved Ecstasy up to 27. Oh, thank you, Dean. When do invoices go out?
So the invoices from everything you bought last week that closed up on Saturday will go out like Monday night, like normal. Whatever we're doing right now, this already started the new week. So whatever we're doing, you're starting your new week right now. So stuff you buy tonight is not going to be on the invoice you get on Monday night. You're on next week's invoice because we close up orders on Saturday night.
Let's see. Brian Call says he is going to take Jailbreak, so that has sold to Brian Call for $39.99.
You guys asking about the metal? Just so you know, I sat back with Ed last week and we did order some stuff. Chad put that post out about what kind of stuff do you want to have coming in. He only let me order one copy of each thing, but I did pick a few things that I ordered one copy of. That stuff that I've been shipping. I touch almost everything at some point. Records that I knew I haven't seen come through in a while is what we ordered. Some of it's obscure, some of it's just stuff we hadn't happened to have, some of it's new pressings of classic stuff that just hasn't come through. So that should come in with the new vinyl this week whenever it comes in. But it's stuff there's only going to be one copy of. So when you see Chad get into it, he's probably not going to know what it is, and he'll be like, "What is this?" Ed ordered it with Brian. That's what it was. Hope you don't get in trouble for that too. But it's some pretty cool stuff, I think. And if you see it come in, he's only got one copy of it, so you better claim it when he starts going through the crazy metal stuff. It's going to be like maybe 20 records or something. Don't wait because there's one copy of each of that, and it's going to be gone. And then maybe he'll do some wait list on it, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. And maybe he'll let me sell it as new vinyl on the comic show Sunday. I don't know. We'll see.
Let's see. So Chris Knapp, you were up on Ecstasy. You had them for 27. Then Jeff came in at 28, but now you're back on top with 30. That just came through. Also, thank you everybody for telling me I'm doing great. Thank you.
Sometimes it's important to do something different here. When you're just back there and all day long just pricing, or if I'm just shipping. Like when I'm here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm totally in ship mode. I don't even look at comics. I'm just shipping constantly. And I come in Sunday, and it's like now I'm in comic mode on Sunday, just trying to get the comics ready. Back on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sometimes I'll do 10, 11, 12-hour days just shipping. I did 14 once just shipping. You know how monotonous that is, shipping all the time? It's the same for her back there pricing all the time. So that's why it's important to grab people and pull them out of their holes sometimes and just take a minute and figure Sunday's as good a time as any. Because Laura doesn't even normally work Sunday night. So really she's on borrowed time right now, Just brought her in to help me out. What are we going to do with that Ecstasy? We're going to call it?
I think so. I think we'll move Ecstasy to a final call, and Chris has that at 30 right now, so if y'all are trying to snag Ecstasy, do it now. Angela, I think Chad has still been looking at that post in Whole Lot of Records, because pretty much every night whenever I'm leaving, he's up on there ordering new vinyl. But I will double check with him and just make sure he sees y'all suggestions.
I'm pretty sure he does. I saw him the other day looking at it too. And when we looked at it with Ed, what was peculiar to me was how much stuff is out of stock. You don't realize like why you can't get this stuff is because it's out of stock. Like the first 20 things I try to find, nothing. It was all out of stock. Or the stuff we could get, there was like 2 copies of, like worldwide, all you can get. Ed's like, we can put it in, but there's no guarantee it's going to still be there by the time we check out. So it's crazy. That's why when this stuff comes in, the new vinyl, you really got to jump on it because you might not see it again. Who knows? Some Ozzy records I think have never even been reissued yet still. You're still out there buying the reissues or the not counterfeits, what do we call them? Unofficials.
Right.
That's the special word for it. No.
Okay, so Jeff has gone out on Ecstasy. I believe he was the only other bidder on that. Yes, so that means that Ecstasy has sold to Chris, and that sold for, I believe, 30, but let me double check. Yes, Ecstasy for 30 to Chris. And then someone wants to know what we're wearing, which feels like a trap.
Well, I'm wearing. They asked about me. Clearly, they want to know
Yes.
what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my Godzilla hoodie and my Wolverine shirt. Very stylish. Some camos and some Wolverine boots to go with my Wolverine shirt. That's all you get. You don't get to know what Laura's wearing.
Nope.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this section up right here with the records. So the record people, if you came in just for records for the night are done. All I've got left is comic books. I'm gonna probably do that till the mic dies, which with us running 2 mics, you never know how long it'll go for. Well, we can just plug it up, and then when this one dies, I'll jump back on it.
And then, so you...
Yeah. Yeah, I know. This was just a trial to see what we could kind of get away with, So this was not really. I didn't even really clear it properly. I just kind of shot the text and then we did it. So, yeah, my bad on that, guys. I just thought it would be fun to break it up and do something different, trying to boost my sales. I'm not one to kind of sit on it and just rest on it. If I see that I could be doing something better, I always look for ways to do that thing better. And my idea for tonight was let's bring in Laura for an hour. That's my plan for tonight. And let's do records for a minute, kind of break the comics up for a minute. So, and we did sell some, not as many as I wanted to, but we sold some records for sure. So let's see, her mic's over here charging, so that's good. All right, we left off. I got to find what to do with that box. A box of slabs over here. We left off on X-Men, which is where we're going to pick back up. Now that the hysteria has gone down of the records. And more importantly, Laura's back there spending her time getting auctions ready for Chad for tomorrow night. All right, let's see. Chris looking for the Eerie. Yeah, I think we still have some Eerie. Melanie, can you grab the Eerie that's in the magazine box under the table? There's one to say maybe 2 or 3 more graded copies of that. It's nothing that I haven't shown, but I haven't shown it in a while. I haven't brought that box out in a minute, but I want to say I have 2 or 3 left. So, all right, let's see. So again, we're done with records. So somebody else ask in a minute, where's the records? No more records tonight. And if I do vinyl again, it'll probably just be new vinyl. All right, so I'm going to recap the ones I already showed before we move on. X-Men Days of Future Past. This is classic stuff. This is not the comics. It is the square bound, whatever. It's not a trade. It's only 2 issues, but it's the story, Sentinels, Wolverine, all this fun stuff going on. $15 for that. It's a very clean copy. There's nothing wrong with it. It's fantastic. I got X-Men 156. That's the origin of Corsair. That's $25. Again, that's a very clean copy on that. Let's see if I can get this stuff up here. Here's the second appearance of Rogue in her first cover. That's $14.99 on that. The first Ilyana Rasputin Magic, 1999. She's in the New Mutants. Again, that is, we got a little bit of spine roll on that, but it's really good shape. That's, yeah. We got some spine roll, but I don't, oh, we got a break right there. We got a color break. She's coming up with the Eerie. And then we have the first Madeline Pryor, first mention of Lockheed. That's $29.99 on that. Again, fairly clean. We got a little ding right here. We got a ding right here. Otherwise, fantastic looking copy. All right, she's got the Eerie's for us. That's the X-Men I showed earlier. Recapping that. We got Eerie number 12. $49.99. That's 1967. It's a Dan Adkins cover, a Roy Krinkle frontispiece, Edgar Allan Poe and Robert Bloch adaptations. So there you go. He's getting the business. He's getting choked. $49.99 for an Eerie. There's the back of it. And let's see. Eerie number 36. Bad Moon Coming. It's 1971. Enrich cover. Pablo Marcos frontispiece. Frontispiece. That's a fun looking word to say. You see it on there? Frontispiece. I don't know how you say that. Steve Skate's autobiography and self-portrait. It's a 7.5. The other one's an 8.5. This one's a 7.5. Oh, you got a Vampirella back cover. It's worth it for that. That's fantastic. What's that? Yeah, that's the one we couldn't find the price on. I had one of these and I sold it. Like, even on GPA, there wasn't a price for that. So, and okay, yeah. We got Eerie number 10, 1967. That's 210 bucks. 210 smackers, man. That is 9.6 from 1967 right there. Open users. Well, I think we sold all of the open ones. You know what? I tell you though, one of these boxes we got from this comic shop buy is magazines. I haven't touched it. Came in, Melanie looked at it, told me it's all magazines, and I literally have not even looked at it. I just worked on the first two boxes I pulled. So yeah, and I'm with you, man. Like, I love these. I have a short box full of this stuff, and not a single one of them is graded. Now, I also get it. People that like them graded. I like to read. I'm a reader. So very, very few of my comics. I got about 7,000 comics, and I have less than one half of like a short box of graded books. And all of those is stuff that I kind of acquired. You know, people would give them to me as gifts or something. Or it's books, just deals that I came up on that I literally just couldn't pass up because somebody had something just crazy, like a crazy price that I just had to get it. And all the books I do have slabbed, I have raw copies of. I went back and bought them. So we have a Warren Publishing. Warren Presents number 8. This is Panther. This is a 7.0. I think we had a higher grade one like the first time we got into this box. And we sold that already. And we've got a 7.0 here. $34.99 for the Panther. And here's one of my favorites. And these are hard to find too. Vampire Tales. I've been tracking these down all over the place. I eventually gave up and I bought the omnibus. Because I'm a Morbius fan. Like before the movie, for whatever reason, like in the 90s, he got a run. It was actually pretty awesome. Rise of the Midnight Suns. And I collected all that stuff, bought it all, bought all the tie-ins, bought the whole thing. Was a big Morbius fan. Then I went back and tracked down all his 70s. There he is right there. All of his 70s issues. He's a fun little vampire. But now, you know, Jared Leto did him in the movie, and some people liked it, some people hated it. I didn't think he did terrible, but I thought they made some questionable decisions in the movie that they really could have been a much better movie if they'd stayed tighter to the comics and not gone into business for themselves and, you know, wanted to come up with something new. This is Vampire Tales number 6 from 1974. It's a 9.0. It's 110 bucks. So, the daughter of Dracula, Lilith, right there. I feel like we sold a bunch of these like leading up to Halloween or something, because we had a whole short box of nothing but these creepies and eerie, all that kind of stuff. And Laura, if you're listening in the back, you left your blue juice up here. All right, let me pull these X-Men down. These are the ones we showed earlier. Now I do have a few more X-Men we're going to go into. And it's all the same run, but some of it's not as expensive. So, Kenny X-Men number 169. That's the first app of Callisto, first team app of the Morlocks, the first appearance of Azrael, which is Kitty Pryde, but it's not the first appearance of Kitty Pryde. That's a different book. Go figure with X-Men stuff. It's $9.99 right there. Uncanny X-Men 173, Origin of Silver Samurai, the debut of Storm's new costume and Storm's mohawk. $12.99 right there. So X-Men fans, you got Wolverine and Rogue on the cover. You got the Origin of the Silver Samurai and the debut of Storm's new costume and her mohawk. $12.99, you can have it. Or it came for her blue juice. Everyone is sad you're leaving, I can guarantee it. Uncanny X-Men number 200, $9.99. This is where Magneto takes over as the headmaster of Xavier's Academy. So if you watch X-Men 97, the anime on Disney Plus, this is in there, straight from the comics. And I will take a second to put that over for you guys that maybe aren't super comic fans or more into the records and stuff. If you have Disney Plus, check out the old school 90s X-Men. And the new one they did, X-Men 97, it picked up like right where the old one left off. Loved it. I thought it was a great show. It's fantastic. They stay fairly true to the comics with their stuff, which is, completely rare for any type of TV show or anything to not just go the complete opposite direction of the source material. But that show sticks pretty close in a lot of places. I don't really have any complaints with it. And it'll teach you about all this stuff. So you can sit down and do your binge watching of X-Men, and then when I'm selling these books, you'll know what you're looking at. Here we go, X-Men 210, $9.99. Come on, mess with us, make our day. This is the first cameo appearance of the Marauders, $9.99. These are newsstand copies, by the way, with the exception of this. 200 is direct, the others are newsstand. We sold these two twice already. This is going to be the third time they've come in. But the second one is in higher grade than we've had it before. This one, a little beat up. X-Men 212, Wolverine versus Sabretooth, round 1. This is the first ever battle between Wolverine and Sabretooth. This one, little beat up, little mid-grade skis. Some spine ticks all the way down it. You can probably see it pretty easily in the video here. So this is great reading. This and the next book I'm going to show you, some of my favorite X-Men comics of all time. X-Men 213. This is round 2, Wolverine versus Sabretooth. It's also the first cameo of Mr. Sinister, and it's the book where Psylocke joins the X-Men. Okay? So that's $19.99 for that. And this is fairly high grade. This is another one that, like, if you guys don't pop on it, I'll just be like LOL and buy it later. Because this is definitely higher grade than my copy. And I've read my copy to death. Bob wants to say, explain the difference between newsstand and direct. Okay, so right here, you get the little Spider-Man head. This went to a comic shop. So this is a direct sell. And technically for this era, this is rarer than a newsstand because there were less comic shops back then than newsstands. This has the newsstand. You could literally go, for you guys that are old enough to remember a newsstand, these were on the newsstand. When I was a kid, I bought my comics off the spinner rack at Kroger. That's technically a newsstand, not at a comic shop or whatever. So for a high grade book in a newsstand, that's a bigger deal because those books were just put through the ringer. They're literally just on the racks, kids rummaging through them. Like me, I would go sit down on the magazine aisle and read like 10 comics while my mom was grocery shopping, and then decide which ones I was going to buy off, which ones were good or not. So they're well-read books before you ever bought them coming off the newsstand. So to get a high-grade newsstand book like this one right here, it's much rarer to find than a direct issue that was in a comic shop and was taken care of by people that knew how to take care of comics, bagged and boarded as soon as it came in, you know. So that's why there's a higher price premium for a lot of collectors on high-grade newsstand books. That's kind of the difference between newsstand and direct. And again, if someone doesn't buy that, I will. So it's okay. That's Wolverine Sabretooth Round 2, first cameo of Mr. Sinister, and Psylocke joins the X-Men right here. 1999, you can take it home. We have 3 of it, but they're not, I mean, this is, look at it. I'm gonna hand it to Melanie for a second. Psylocke is her favorite, so.
Psylocke and Rogue and Psylocke. My ex. Oh, that's really nice. Holy
I know.
cow, dude.
So it's okay. We're gonna stop showing that
There's
one.
no. Oh my gosh.
We're just gonna put it back over
Yeah,
here
I
in the
didn't
box.
see that one.
No one's jumping on the X-Men, so I don't think I've sold an X-Men comic yet. I thought for sure this stuff would go. And you know, the previous weeks we've sold all the X-Men that we had, but it's okay.
I was able to find.
What you got on it? 80. Okay. Let me show you one more thing real quick. I got Shock. This is a rare book. You sure this is right?
Yes.
Okay.
You can read my note on the back.
It's okay. Shock Volume 2, Number 2 from Stanley Publications, 1970. It's a bondage cover. They got the guy on the skewer there getting cooked over the fire. So none for sale. Only one on eBay. Raw sold for $55. We got it at $79.99 raw. It's a 7.5 right here.
There's an 8.0 on eBay.
There's an 8.0 on eBay right now for around the same. There was some kind of deal with the book. Like the volume 2 only has like the number 2 in it. Or the voluming is like real weird on this book here. But yeah, that's cool. And we haven't shown this one yet because the first week I pulled it out, like we couldn't figure a price out for it. So it was just a weird book like on GPA that was not listed when we looked it up. That's what we priced all the slabs off of with GPA analysis. If I want stuff, I'll take 10 for the 213. Bro, I'll pay 20 for it myself. So if you want to do a deal on the 212 and 213 and come in with something, you know, we'll do 25 for the pair, you know, I'll probably swing that. But again, this is a steal. It's a good deal. It's a great looking book. And is this on the bag? Let's see. I don't want to steer you wrong. I held it in the light just right. It looks like we've got an indentation on the barcode. Let's see if this makes it. Can we see that? Right there. So, not as pristine as I thought it was. Look at that. And I'm not out to screw anybody. So right there, just because that right there and I see that, I just felt it. I couldn't even see it in the light a second ago. Even Melanie looked at it, looks good. But yeah, with the knowledge of the indentation, I'll take 10 on it, man. Otherwise, beautiful copy. And if you don't want it, it's understood. It's understood. Because this was definitely gradable before I just saw that. Again, I didn't see it, I felt it. That's the joy of being over here in the glare. It's hard to see this stuff. Let me know what you're thinking on it. In the meantime, I have 3 more X-Men books in this run, and I'll go recap some slabs. So, you guys know who Jubilee is, right? I got her first appearance right here. X-Men 244. We got $40 on the first appearance of Jubilee. I think I have 2 of these myself. Let me triple check before I tell you something. We got a little bit of spine roll here from where it was stored in the short box so long. I don't see a tick right here. We got a little break right there. And we got a little indentation here. So this one's, you know, it's not something you're going to send off, but it's still a nice higher grade book. right there. So yeah, it's all good, bro. I got you on that. And again, sorry, I'm glad I saw it before I sold it to you. I tell you that. So first appearance of Jubilee. I probably didn't see it because the sticker was on the thing earlier. All right, put these over here. The first appearance of Jubilee is 40 bucks on that. We got a classic Jim Lee cover here, X-Men 268. Trying to make sure I'm seeing it all in the glare. 1999. It looks pretty good. All these X-Men books have a little bit of spine roll where they were stored in the shorts for probably 30 years. You're out, Bob. Have a good night, bro. So we got 1999 on the Uncanny X-Men 268 classic Jim Lee cover. And the last X-Men book in here is the first appearance of Bishop. It's a direct edition. It's $14.99. $14.99 for the first Bishop. So you get the first Jubilee for 40, classic Jim Lee cover for $19.99, and we got the first appearance of Bishop for $14.99. And after that, let me know what we're looking for. It is after 10, 10:30. If you guys are looking for stuff and we're buying, I'll keep rolling. If there's nothing we've got tonight that kind of suits you, we can get ready to wrap it up, or I can go dig some toys out, or whatever it is you guys are wanting to do. I'm down to go longer as long as we're selling stuff. And take the X-Men. All right, sort these back out later for another week, or these are going to go on the floor. So I don't think we're going to put any raw books out until after the beginning of the year. So we're going to have some slabs at the counter. And after the beginning of the year, we'll have an area with some raw books. So anything that you see on the sale, you'll be able, for you guys that are local, will be able to come in and just shop shop my bins out here and see what we got. All right, I still got people on. You guys are still on here. You're still hanging out with me. I didn't lose everybody after Laura left. The Hulk that was in the post was Rampaging Hulk. That was in Heroes Reborn. Had bundles of Heroes Return. There is the Heroes Return Part 1, Fantastic Four Part 1, Iron Man Part 1, and Hulk Part 1. And these were $13 for the bundle of all 4 books. That's the Hulk that was in the post. So if you want that, I have 2 of those bundles left. We sold 1. I got 2 left. There's no more new Amazing Spider-Man. If I have any Spider-Man, it would be stuff that I've already shown. I thought I was going to come up on a good Spider-Man collection on Facebook Marketplace yesterday. I messaged the guy. He hasn't messaged me back yet. He's got, Robert, you're going to take it? All right. So Heroes Reborn sold to Robert for $13. Yeah, it's a whole lot of old stuff. It's like Spider-Man under 100, the same stuff I'm shopping for. Yeah, a ton of stuff. It looked like it was a good deal, but he hasn't got back with me, so I don't know if he's already sold it or what. And the listing just went up too. But considering it's old Spider-Man, somebody probably drove to his house to get it, because that stuff is just, it's like crack. Anybody else wants this other bundle? There's 1 left. So again, it had Heroes Reborn #1. It has Iron Man #1. I believe it's Iron Man Volume 3, I think, #1, I think is what it is. Fantastic Four, I think that's their Volume 3. And this Hulk. I think the Hulk only went maybe 6 issues on this or something, on this one. And that's a great book. So, thank you, Susie. Other than that, I can recap the unsold stuff here in my raws, or I can go over some other stuff. The Spider-Man slab that was cracked, I think that's sold in store because it's not in here. So again, this stuff, we took those pictures on like Tuesday maybe to do the ad. And it had a big dent in the back of it. It had a big crack right there. So yeah, so all the stuff has been shopped, you know, since we showed it. All the slabs have anyway. None of the raw stuff has. The raw stuff all stayed in the back, but the slabs have been on the counter all week. So again, for you guys that are local or you're close enough to local, you want to come by here. I would shoot for Saturdays because you guys know the deal. Chad goes crazy and sells a bunch of stuff. The front of the store gets locked down because it's just, we don't have space. So sometimes if you try to come on like a Wednesday or something, we're still closed. And maybe sometimes on a Thursday, it might happen where you drive all the way out here and the store is closed. It's going to be open on Saturday. So drive out here, catch us on a Saturday, and no Superman slabs and nothing new you haven't seen since last time you were here. So Tammy was in here last time and she shopped. She got a little private buying experience. We got to pull some slabs out for her, and she got to buy some stuff that hadn't been shown before. All that fun kind of stuff. I do have some Superman, but it's stuff I feel like you probably already saw it when you were here. I don't know that I've shown it all. Or is it all gone? Action. I got some Action Comics over here. I do have some more old Brave and the Bold. I have a little more Flash left over here. So I do have another short we could recap that we haven't kind of shown in a while. There's no Superman slabs though, as far as I know. Superman I've got is raw. So let's see. I'm not going to recap the X-Men. We just did it. No new slabs have come in as far as I know. So we had a whole box of War comics, and we sold all of them but this one, which is technically the best one, but I'm guessing it didn't sell because it had all this stamped, you know, nonsense on it here. The Fighting Man #2 from November 1952. We sold every other War comic tonight but this one. That's $29.99 on that. Somebody wants to make an offer, go for it. And for the guys that did buy the War comics, we have tons more of them. I just broke off a little bit. Like there's probably a short box left of War comics. I just tried to get like 5 of each one and just kind of pull them out of the stuff that I saw. All right, we got the X Factor #1. That's $10 on that. Buy it now. We had the Rock and Roll Comics Doors at $10 on that. We got the Gwen Stacy #1 second printing. It's $9.99 for that. The Fantastic Green Goblin variant cover. We had the Crazy Heroes Reborn double cover miscut. Got $10 on that. I'm still probably going to buy that on Candy X-Men 213 because mine are all beat up. We had the Justice League 1987 #1, Justice League America, $25 on that. And this, again, let me hit it from all angles on the glare. This is a very clean book right here. This is very nice. We got some action going on in the top. We keep it from a 9.8 or anything, but very good book. Justice League #1, $25. They just random Conan #1. Conan the Usurper Part 1. That's $4.99 on that. We had a super shiny Silver Sable #1, $4.99. See, I didn't even really have time to rebag and reboard some of this stuff. It came in because this definitely would look better in a new bag and board. The bag is kind of stuck to it. $4.99 on the Silver Sable. And some of the stuff I didn't have to rebag and board because it came in the Mylar. Aliens versus Predators. Aliens versus Predator singularly. It's $10 on that. I got the Flash 1987 #1 for $20 right here. So for the Flash people. And this one's hard to get without the yellow being scuffed. This came through a bunch of times at the comic shop when I was at Grand Adventures. We sold it. I had this whole lot come in complete one time. And the #1 is just hard to get looking clean. And that looks clean. That's a nice copy. Little action on the corner right here. It'll keep you from a 9.8 or anything. Other than that, for a raw, for a reader, for whatever, 20 bucks, displays fantastically. It's beautiful. All my X-Men comics are slotting around. Yeah, it's crazy to me how this goes, because like the X-Men stuff, we would have sold all that. I could have put up a post at Grand Adventures. I'd have had guys like showing up. And then here it's like, nobody wants X-Men tonight. It's crazy. X-Men Prime, $7.99. It's all right. We're still building our audience here. We're patient, and we'll have the books when they come. Fantastic Four, Marvel Milestones. We got $5 on that, and this one's beat up, but it's still going to be cheaper than the other Marvel number or Fantastic Four #1 you find. We got The Simpsons. This one has water damage all the way through the book, and it's missing the poster, but it's still the first appearance of The Simpsons. So, Simpsons issue #1, $5 on that. We sold a high grade with the poster a few weeks ago. We sold the Radioactive Man, The Simpsons #1, and this one. So you sell them, they come back in another collection. You sell them, they come back in again, just over and over and over. All right, we have the Detective Comics coming up, and then we have the World's Finest, and that's the end of the recap there. So the Detective Comics, we had $379, $367, $355, and $354. First three are $9.99. The last one is $14.99. And I believe this stuff hasn't been shown yet. So Tammy, if you were looking for Detective and Batman or anything like that, I don't think I've shown any of this yet. And the World's Finest, I mean, I showed it earlier tonight, but it hasn't been on a previous sale. And this World's Finest hasn't either. And it wasn't out when you came in either. So this will be the first time you've seen this too. All Neil Adams covers. World's Finest, $175. That is $19.99 on that guy. Beautiful cover right here. $176. World's Finest, that's $19.99 on that. That one is just fantastic. Again, I'm saying it's fantastic. It's a low grade book. It's fantastic condition for a low grade. And I'm saying it's low, it's probably like medium, but mid grade, whatever you want to call it. It's got enough action here on the spine. It's well read that you're not going to pop a high grade on it if you try to send it off. But if you're a raw collector, this is where you want to be. Looks fantastic. It's intact. It's not missing anything. $19.99 on that. We got the 180, also $19.99. Also beautiful copy right there. And we got the World's Finest, $194 for $9.99. Batman, what's he say? Surprise, Superman. We knew you were coming in disguise, so we got a gift. A kryptonite funeral wreath. Batman, look at that. Then you're the secret leader of the Mafia. What is going on there? Inside the Mafia gang with a kryptonite funeral wreath. $9.99. And that's the end of that. And let's see here. Anybody going to jump on any of that business? Or we going to call it a night? I know I didn't show too many toys. So while I'm standing here, while we're debating if we're going to do anything else, I do still have the retro card Punisher. He's $34.99. And I have the retro card Captain America, who is $44.99. Punisher and Cap. Again, that's what they're going for. Hanging back up on the wall. Anybody wants that stuff? I got a retro card Loki over here too. And what we got? We showed the Toy Biz Wolverine earlier. That guy. Sure, you need your Wolverines. That's $34.99 for him. World's Finest bundle for $50. I don't know, man. You're killing me. That's some pretty good stuff, bro. Let me see what I can do with it. All right. $70 right there. You're going to take it for $50. Let's do it, bro. You bought from me tonight, so let's do it. So this World's Finest bundle is sold to Jim Davis for $50, and that's a great pickup, man. That is a very, very good pickup, bro. Again, this is the time, guys. We've done this enough weeks now. You know I'm going to try to make deals at the end. I'm trying to blow these numbers up, you know, puff these numbers, make it look like I'm doing something on Sunday nights, you know. So if there's something you saw tonight, you want to make an offer on it, this is the time to do it. Because, you know, the buying is slowing down and I still got things to do tonight. I can go in the back, get some shipping stuff ready, work on some other things, work on some comics. I'm going to be here till about probably midnight either way. But if you guys are buying, I swear I'll stay here all night. Laura's mic is over here. It's recharging up. It's ready to go so I can tag out and go. It's just a deal that we got to be moving some stuff to make it worth the while. X-Men, God Loves, Man Kills, first print. This is a beater reader copy. We got $30 start is what we had on it before, but obviously I know you guys aren't jumping on it. So let's say $25, you can have it. Again, this is the source material for X-Men 2 in the 90s, like the movie. So if you saw X-Men 2, that's where they got this from, with the Senator and all that crazy stuff they were doing. And this is first print. So it is beat up. It is a reader copy. Seen better days. But if you want it, this is technically Marvel Graphic Novel 5, X-Men, God Loves, Man Kills. So I'll pull that out and show it. And I think I still had the Punisher magazine. We haven't moved. Marvel Year in Review 92 right there. That's $9.99 on that. And I got Amazing Spider-Man 375, the shiny gold one that we keep selling. And then the last time we showed it, we didn't sell it. Because I think we sold like 3 of them. Maybe I've only got 3 Spider-Man people. I don't know. Because everyone that buys Spider-Man's already got it now. So Spider-Man 375, super fantastic gold foil cover. Looks beautiful. Holofoil even, whatever they call that. $9.95 on this beautiful piece of shiny art. Let's see. Anybody else want to shoot any deals? I don't think I've been through this slab box yet tonight. This first one, I can slide it over and do it. Or if you guys are trailing off for the night, you know, we can go our separate ways. Robert wants the Spider-Man. So look, we're still selling stuff. That's sold, $9.95. Robert Philippi, you got it, bro. Or as Felipe, as Melanie calls you. So she's laughing over there. All right, let's see. Maybe I got some more Spider-Man over here. Let me look. Superman, no. Punisher, stuff I already showed. Somebody asked for Deadpool like 3 hours ago in the stream. So I do have The Death of Deadpool right there. That's $10 on him, which is, I think, cover price. So we're not even marking it up. That's what it costs if you go to get it at the comic shop. You want to see Deadpool die like he's died 1,000 times in the comics. This is, I think, was Deadpool 250 or something, and he dies. So 250 in the legacy numbering, you know how they do the crazy Marvel numbering. So we got $10 on that, on the Deadpool. No takers on the Marvel graphic novel or the Marvel Year in Review. Been called worse. So I guess it is Philippi. It's not Felipe. It's funny, guys, because like I'm telling you, like when we're shipping back there, we see y'all's names all the time. But seeing them, reading them in your head versus when you get to say it out loud and you realize there's different ways to, you know, pronunciate these things. And like I know a Felipe, it is spelled the exact same way. You know, maybe from different places. It's Philippi some places and Felipe other places. You know, it's just crazy because you just never know when you go to call somebody by their name what you're getting. You know, you getting it right? Maybe. I did it earlier with Sink Bill or Sink Bill. I don't know. It looks like it's spelled like Sink Bill, but it's Sink Bill. I learned. It's Sink Bill. We got it. And I can't trust listening to Chad's pronunciation either, because you guys already know how that goes. I'll hear him say it a bunch of different ways too. All right, so nobody's on the Deadpool. Let me know. We still alive out there? We still doing this? This is that part of the night where I can take it or leave it. We can go either way. You guys want something? Tell me what you want, and I'll go look for it. Or if we're all wrapping up for the night, let me know. The numbers are still holding. You guys are still watching. I'm looking at my streams. You're still on Facebook, YouTube. I got you guys all the way around. So we're hanging out and watching, so it must be entertaining. But I would like it better if we were buying things. Because the more comics we buy, the more comics I sell, the more comics I get to go out and buy. It's like a circle of life. All right, let's go through this one because this box has been sitting here all night. I don't think I've touched it. Southern Bastards #1. I don't think I can say that here. $30.99. This is signed by Jason Aaron. You get a Jason Aaron signature. I got Unbelievable Gwenpool #13. It's a crazy variant. I'm trying to figure out what's going on there. Venomized variant. We love the Venomized. We love them. $34.99. All right. What we got? Penance. Relentless #1. It's a 9.8. $19.99. Cheap slabs. I did see in the comments earlier too that you guys talked about our packing and how fantastic the packing has been. And you're welcome. Thank you guys for telling me. We really try to go out our way to make sure the slabs all arrive, not tore up, not cracked, because it's super stressful trying to ship slabs. So we've been over bubble wrapping and using all kinds of, whatever we can find in here to make sure that what we're sending out is bomb proof. Basically, these slabs are going to get there. And knock on wood, we haven't had a single damaged slab yet. We did have one book get lost, which sucks. That was, we lost a Spider-Man book for Jimmy. And, sooner or later, it happens with the record, just the amount of stuff you move. It could have been stuck to the back of something or went in with something. You never know. So, that kind of sucks. But we refunded him, and I'm going to make it right next time he buys something. I'm going to hook him up with a deal. I got a Punisher #1 from 2022, Jason Aaron story. That's $44.99 on that. But I guess where I'm going with is that's the worst thing that's kind of happened so far in all the weeks we've been doing comics. And if that's the worst thing, we had to refund a $9.99 book. That's a miracle. Wolverine #2, $47.99. That's a 9.0. 9.0. Silver Samurai and Jessica Drew appearance. I had the origin of Silver Samurai in one of these X-Men books over there a minute ago. So if somebody wants to get them, you can make a deal. Get the Wolverine 2 and the Silver Samurai appearance and maybe make something happen, For the people that didn't know, Silver Samurai, when I was saying his origin, he's the guy fighting Wolverine. All right, Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham #1, $65.99 for that guy. That's a 9.2. It's from 1985. It's fantastic Marvel nonsense, but people buy it. Secret Invasion #1. It's $24.99. We got a lenticular coming up. Unbelievable Gwenpool 21. We got Paste Pot Pete appearance, whoever that is, I don't know. Dr. Doom cameo on the last page. Fantastic Four 200 cover homage. So it's one of these deals. Maybe I can make it show up. Maybe I can't. It goes from Gwenpool to Mr. Fantastic there. You picked up peanuts for 2 days getting that guitar out of the box. Which one did you get? Did you get the Jackal guitar or did you get the Anthrax guitar? Grass Kings #1, Unlocked Retailer Edition. That's $28.99. And again, we've got, purposefully pulled the books to the counter, kind of some cheaper stuff for holiday to get it to move. And it's worked because these boxes were full when we took them to the counter. So we've sold a chunk out of them in store. So good holiday ideas. Hellblazer, you got the Jackal guitar. There you go. I always loved Jackal's first album, man. I don't care what anybody says. That's a great album, a great band. They played Murfreesboro. I'm pissed I missed it, man. They played at, used to be Gilligan's, a little bar right off the square. And I found out about it the day it happened, but I had other stuff going on and I couldn't get it figured out. And I just would have loved to have gone to see that show. And I think they tell me that there's a chainsaw mark in the ceiling or something at that place. I don't know if it's still there where Jesse James Dupree chainsawed some part of the bar or something. So as the story goes. Either way, a good pickup on that guitar, bro. That's fantastic. Yeah, there's an Anthrax guitar too. I'm not sure if that one shipped. It's one of the gig played guitars that signed by Scott Ian or whatever. So that was in the back for a while. I'm not sure if it's made it out. I think we were waiting on a case to ship it. So whoever got that, I'm not sure if that happened yet or not. That's guitars and stuff, that's special divisions. So that's under generally Ed, anything like that. I'm just over there shipping records. So the Hellblazer is signed by Tim Bradstreet. He worked on a lot of Punisher books. Hellblazer right there. So that's a 9.8, $30.99 for that. We got a Gru the Wanderer number 2, 9.2, $19.99. I got Fantastic Four Atlantis Rising number 1. That's $30.99 on that guy. They played a bike rally. I don't know where you're from, but I would hit that. Like, I went to the Sturgis 70th in like 2011. We saw like Guns N' Roses, Alice in Chains, Ozzy was there. It was crazy. Like Sturgis for the 70th was nuts. Was it 2010? Melanie says 2010. I don't have a brain. I don't know. Yeah, that's like bike rallies and metal and just rock music. That's, bro, they go together. So Jackal at a bike rally is probably nuts. Giga number 1. Look at that. 2020. That's a good throwback looking cover. $30.99 for that. If I can get it back in there without dropping it. Brightest Day number 8. That's 2010 variant cover, $32.99. Bristol, Tennessee. Okay, yeah, that's close enough. I could hit that. Captain America Volume 4 number 8. This is 2003. We got a 9.8. There's $25.99 on that. Melanie says I was in Sturgis in 2010, so she's my brain. Tell you guys goldfish memory. But I remember some things, like the bands I've seen. That's in the part of my brain I remember.
To be fair, I mean, you're lucky you remember anything from Sturgis at all.
Oh yeah, that's true too. She says lucky I remember anything from Sturgis, which you guys know how that goes. But also we had a VIP stretch Hummer took us from where we were staying to the shows and back. I was working at a bar that sent me there for Sturgis, and they basically just covered everything. They put us up like 6 stars. It was crazy. We built a bar in the casino, and I think I was there 12 days. It was wild. So Enormous number 1. I got in all those shows for free too. So yeah, and the Guns N' Roses, we had like the little viewing platform, the VIP stuff. It was crazy. Iron Man 112. That's 1978. That's 8.5. Jack of Hearts, Madam Mask, Crimson Dynamo, Vanguard, and Dark Star appearance. That's $30.99. Done Sturgis twice. Yep. It was fun, man. I would like to go back again one day. Iron Fist number 75. That's a variant. Sabretooth, Constrictor, Serpent Society appearance. This is a Phoenix variant cover. So it looks like we got Iron Fist with the Phoenix Force in his fist here is what's going on there. For $30.99. We got a Kingpin number 1, 2017. First appearance as Sahar Dewey. Matt Murdock appearance. He's beat bloody on there. It looks like he's been saying hi to the Punisher. This is Kingpin number 1, $56.99. And once again, anything in here, if you see something you like, shoot your shot. We'll see what we can make happen. Hey, we had the Fantastic Four earlier. Here's the Marvel Milestones X-Men number 1. It's a 9.6, $51.99. So you want to get your first appearance of X-Men, but you can't afford the original one, you can get one of the reprints. So I've got this one too. I can't afford the first print either. So Marvel Age, not without mortgaging the house or something. Number 7, that's a Nirmhint 9.4. That's $39.99. Cool cover there. Lots of fun stuff going on. Legends number 3, first appearance of new Suicide Squad. That's Rick Flag, Deadshot, Enchantress, Bronze Tiger, Blockbuster, and Captain Boomerang. Wonder which one they killed first. $39.99. Karnak number 1, 2015, hip hop variant cover. Shali D Saturday Night album cover homage. Schoolie? I said Shali. That's probably Schoolie. Like, I don't know hip hop, guys. I'm stupid. $55.99. Like, if I do know hip hop, it's like probably not that stuff. It's like Ice-T or Ice Cube or something. Kid Zoo Comics number 1, Run DMC. We were actually listening to that in here the other day.
If it was featured on ECW, you know.
Yeah. If it was hip hop, it was on ECW, I know it. Natural Born Killers, we got it. Anything else, not so much. Kid Zoo Comics, $63.99. This is from 1948. I think this is the oldest book we've shown in here. A 6.0 from 1948 is not bad. So this will have the right buyer one day. Today might not be that day, but the day will come. Someone will walk in here and say, Kids Zoo, $63, and they'll buy it. 1948. All right. You guys are still hanging out. I still got numbers, but we're not really moving anything. So let me know. What are we looking for? Because this is the last box of slabs I went through. The only thing I've got is some raws. I have two more shorts of raws that I haven't shown in a few weeks, but you guys that have been on every show, you've already seen them. Tell me what you want for next week. What you want to do, what you want to see. Otherwise, we're going to call it. And I sold, looks like, just 2 full crates of comics. And we got some pops on the side. And I got a quarter of a crate of vinyl in our hour-long experiment of moving vinyl during comic night. So, not really the best turnout with that, but I'm sure Laura definitely enjoyed getting out of the back and getting to come do something different for an hour. Okay. Well, we are at the 4-hour mark right now. So if no one else has any last requests or wants to shoot any last offers, we're going to probably start wrapping it up. If I had Sons of Anarchy books come through, I haven't seen them. If Melanie was up here, she's been into the new collection deeper than I have because she just jumped in it. I had to price a bunch of other stuff, and I kind of put her on the oddball box. I haven't seen it. That's my answer. She's back in the back doing something else. So she's not just here for me to holler at her. But if I do see any Sons of Anarchy, I'll make sure that we pull it in for next week. Because again, we've had 2 different collections come in since we last did this. You know, Chad ordered like a bunch of short boxes from some comic shop on eBay or something, and they literally mailed it to us in duct taped short boxes. You know, that's where the Star Trek and everything came from. And we had another lick of stuff come through that we just started getting into. We've got a bunch. Like there's several shorts that I haven't even touched. You guys have seen all the slabs at this point. There's no new slabs to be seen. They haven't been shown one week or another. So if you've tuned into every single comic show, congratulations, achievement unlocked. But you've seen all the slabs. And yeah, I got a bowl of chili in the back. I think that's what she's doing. She's making our dinner. So if nothing else, I'm going to say goodbye and good night and bid you guys adieu for the night. Maybe one of you got that reference. Maybe not. And we'll see it again. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. It's crazy there's still so many people on here. But we're going to kill it and move on because we're not really moving anything. And this last hour I need to spend cleaning up anyway. So thank you guys very much for hanging out. I'll tell Laura you guys said thank you very much. And probably be back next Sunday. I think Chad's doing Coin and Knife. I'm pretty sure I heard that, so I'm probably going to be going on early. And then Chad will do Coin and Knife after that. So I'll probably be on like 5 to 7 or something like that next Sunday. And aside from that, appreciate it, guys. And I am